Doink. That's the Friday night doink. Hey, everybody, what's going on? What's going on? How did I get them side by side last week, Steve?
Open up another window.
I already did that. I already did that.
I got something out of adjustment here.
I forgot how I did it. Oh, there we go. That's right. Well, wrong one.
Yeah, you said you went in your on your page and did something.
That's fucked up how I did that. Hang on, bear with me for 1 second. All right, screw it. I'll just do it this way. Again, Stevie, if you need me, just tell me something. And, just give me a high sign or whatever, and let me know that you need me. All right. So, a couple of things we'll get to tonight, but we're one shy because he's out stuffing his face.
Go figure.
Did I say that out loud? Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Oh, so to my new subscriber, and he subscribed me, Mr. Big Dog Leather. So look what I found for all my stuff. Because I don't know if you know, I've moved. So as you can see, all the crap behind me. And I am going to do what you told me, suggested to do. But I just thought I'd tell you what I found in all my stuff. I got schnapps here. I got thread. I got the punches there.
Sweet.
I got, holy shit, dude. The shit I got that I found. I got more thread. I got needles over here somewhere.
Hey, Mike, look over in the external. Who's
little wooden hammer. Little wooden hammer here. Where's the external? Who's in the external?
Mr. J. Watterson, 69.
Jesus Christ, I'll do a rundown in a minute. Let me do a rundown. I'll get back to that. I just got a huge deal last night. Awesome. Good job. Good job, Big Dog. All right, let me do a huge rundown. Click the three dots in the upper right-hand corner here and select pop-out chat. What? What, next to your name? Click the three dots, click select pop-out chat. Why? Why would I do that? Nothing to see here. We popped out. That's the outside chat. Yeah, bro. I know. Oh, all right. I see what you're saying. That way there I can get the inside and the outside. You mean? The internal and the external? I mean, the external and the internal? Jay Watt? Is that why he's told me to do that? But now here's the problem. Now I can't. All right, I got to go back. This is too crazy for me. Too crazy for me. There's Guns Girl. Hello, Guns Girl. What's happening? Give me 1 second. I'm going to do a rundown.
Yeah, I got a leather question for...
yeah, let me do the rundown because I want to get into that too.
The Big Dog when you're done.
Wait, don't leave yet. Hey, Steven.
Right here. I'm right here.
Message in the inbox. Message in the inbox. I mean, in the internal. All right. Let me do a rundown because holy shit, the thing keeps moving and I can't.
Yeah.
And I can't see shit. Okay, cool. All right. Let's see who was first. Ronnie Brown, the one and only, been around with us for a very, very, very long time. As has Prepping to Endure. P2E, what's going on, my friend? Good to see you. Thank you guys for coming. And another man that's been here forever and a week, Mr. Stevie B. Stevie B, you need to get a headset too one of these days, bro. the ever beautiful, ever nice Sandy's Passions is with us tonight, as usual. The Fat Man, my southern brother. Let's start telling lies and passing the butter rolls. What's up, my brother? Of course, Stalker Steve is in here with me. The one and only P. NASCAR is here, and he's here early, too.
Right.
Good to have you, bro. Big Dog Leather. What's up, my friend? Thanks for joining us again tonight. Show, Lisa Shell. How are you? Hope things are well. What did I miss? G Trapper. Damn. What's up, buddy? Fuzz T Fork 8. How are you, pal? Back by popular demand, Jay Watterson 69. Great to have you back, my friend. Great to have you back. Yes, Fuzz. Mikey finally moved. Guns Girl K is with us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, beautiful. Hope things are well. An informed state of mind. Mr. Luke, give me 1 second. I'll shoot you. If you have time, I'll shoot you a, what do you call it? Just let me do the rundown here first. Received 171. Good evening. How are you? Thank you for coming back. Okay. I think that's it. All right, let me go in the all right, so you know what? Do me a favor. You get to talk about Big Dog first and the leather question you have for him. And while you're doing that, I'll send the invite to Mr. Luke.
Right on.
Okay.
Give me 1 sec. I want to grab it. It's right here.
Okay. Like kids, while he's doing that.
Okay.
I have a passion. Go ahead, buddy.
Older guns. World War II preferred. The problem I'm having, Big Dog, how do I get the mildew off and keep it off my old leather straps? And are they craveable? It doesn't feel rotted. It's pretty nasty.
Luke, I sent it to Asim. Oh, you stuck at work, sweetie? That sucks. Guns Girl stuck at work.
Bummer.
Saddle soap. Steven.
No kidding.
That's what the man just wrote.
That simple?
Yep. I'm out in the what do you call it? I'm out in the big chat, out in the outside chat, and that's what he wrote.
That's a good word for it, the big chat.
The big chat, he's flying and I can't pay attention to it. Simple green first, Ronnie Brown with a question mark. Then he says, then mink oil.
Sweet. I'm on it. Yeah, I like the old leather straps, but man, when you keep them in the case for too long, beaver fat.
Beaver fat, there you go.
My dogs will be eating it. Wait,
plenty of that around, right? Hey, Jay Watt, look what I got, bro. Not to take anything away from the leather, because we're going to get back to that in a minute. Jay Watt, there we go, buddy. All right. Yeah, so there you go, Stevie. That's mink oil. Will waterproof it and keep them, let's say, supple.
You say it. I'm not saying it.
SUPPLE.
Supple. Hey, what's happening?
Test. Yeah, apparently you can hear me.
Maybe. Yeah, you're
okay.
good, brother.
How are you? Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, really good. I was gonna say mink oil, but someone already got to it on the outside, I think, for that leather.
Yep. Saddle silver
Yeah.
mink oil.
That's cool.
Sure.
I never knew there was a mink oil. I mean, I know there's a ton of oils out there, but mink I never heard of before.
Yeah, it's been around forever.
Yeah. Use it on my duty boots for absolute years. And back when I had leather, I guess, on my duty belt. I used to use it for that too. But I don't have any leather on my belt anymore though. It's all gone to the nylon.
Yep.
Of course I don't use it anymore for anything now, but
Stump and I had a date tonight. We are on our way home. Now he will be there shortly. Oh, hi everyone. Okay, Stumpette. I didn't know you were with him. I just said he was out stuffing his face. But that's good to know. Thanks, sweetheart. Mike, your Jedi mind tricks won't work on me. That's a different Tenacious. No, it's not, buddy. It's the same one. Look what I found, bro. You make leather duty belts? He makes leather duty belts. Big Dog Leather makes leather duty belts, Luke.
Cool. Eventually, I'm going to have a gun belt.
Yeah, so Big Dog Leather. So I'm just call you Big Dog, all right? So I found a bunch of my stuff, my starter kit. What I'm still looking for, and I might have to because, yeah, no, he was here last week when he was, Mike, with a 22-ounce steak. Yeah. Oh my God. Stevie, did I show you the piece of leather I had last week, or did I just tell you about it?
I don't think you showed it.
What the frig did I do with it? Anyway, thought I had it handy. This is unreal. I got to come down here tomorrow. I got to go to Maine tomorrow and pick up a washer and a dryer. And then when I come back, I got to clean this area up and find what I did. Anyways,
yeah, but you're finding all your good stuff.
Yeah, I might have to buy another piece of leather there, Big Dog, because I think the piece I have is going to be the ounce is too small. It's too in the negative, like 5 ounce or whatever, 4 or 6 ounce, whatever.
You did show that last week.
I was looking for something kind of stiff, so I might have to go to Tandy tomorrow. Not that I want to, but I'll just get just enough to do one, just enough to do one holster. Holster. What do you call it? Sheath. So, because like I said, the piece I have is like fucking 24 by friggin' 20 or some bullshit like that. You said, by the way, hello to received in the what do you call it? Me? What am I looking to make? Oh, I'm looking to make a holster. Yeah, holster. Jesus. I'm looking to make a sheath if I can find my other bag. Where did she put it?
There's one on the shelf up behind you.
No, my what do you call it bag? Mr. Tolley sent me made a template for me. Big Dog, and yeah, you're gonna need it. So Mr. Tolley made me a template for a more. I wanted to do a more sheath. I found my brand new one too, by the way. See that? That's kind of cool.
Sweet.
He sent me the template, and he did like videos on it, step by step, for me too, which I thought was kind of cool. But like I said, now I got to buy a piece of leather. So, pricking iron, yes, sir.
Oh, I thought he was calling you something dirty.
Oh, that's okay too. I wish, right? So yeah, so I got that going on. Tomorrow when I get back, I'm also look what I found.
Oh, what was that?
That was a huge jar of Vlasic kosher dill. pickles. That's going to be turned into a my criminal leather is great for sheets. Okay, that's what what that's what the tool he showed me. Yeah. That's what the tool that he showed you was. Yes. I'm gonna make. All right. So a long time ago, I can't remember if it was Biddy Boo Brown or whether it was Kimmy, Peachy Prepper. God rest her soul. That sent me a recipe for pickled eggs. Jay Watt, I lost one of the screws out of my thing though. That sucks. She sent me a thing for a recipe for pickled eggs, and thanks, Frankie. How are you, buddy? I didn't find it, Jay Watt. That's the one that Double K car carrier sent me. So I'm gonna do some pickled eggs, and that's gonna go in that jar. And I think I might do a video on it. So, at any rate,
Yeah, received. I said hi a long time ago, but I put it in the wrong damn box.
yeah, he put it in the internal where nobody can see it.
Oh my! Oh my! I haven't seen this guy for a long while.
I was kind of hoping he'd answer it.
And there he is, the legend.
I wanted to tell some lies and eat some butter rolls.
Can you hear me?
Ladies and gentlemen, back by popular demand, one of the coolest dudes on YouTube, the Fat Man, joins us.
How's everybody? Can you hear me?
Perfectly.
Absolutely fine, bro.
Yes, sir.
Good. I got me a brand new microphone, so.
It looks nice, my brother. Looks nice. I don't know how long you were out there, but you know, I was just talking and to Jay Watt, because you know Jay Watt's always asking me about my tenacious, right? So I lost a screw out of my clip.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just take a screw from a different clip?
If it'll fit.
Like off a Bobo knife or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just put it in there.
Take. Here's my suggestion: take another screw out and match it perfectly to the next screw. Because I'll tell you, my experience certainly is if you don't get it right, it'll fuck up the strip holes, and that's the end of it. You never get another one back into it. It'll just...
And I gotta find I bought a thing of tools for it, right? The guy sent me, who was it? I don't know. It might have been you, my southern brother. Somebody sent me either Lowe's or Home Depot and said, Mikey, they have those tools right up front, for like your knives and stuff. You know, the odd. So I did that. But I moved. So I got to find all that stuff.
Yeah, all you really need is a Torque 6 and a 9 or something like that. Or a 6 and an 8. That'll do damn near every knife.
I think I know I have the 8 and a 6, and I bought, what else? I forget. I bought like 4 of them. They came in like a pack.
Yeah.
Everybody out in the chat saying if you email Spyderco, they'll probably send you a bunch of free screws.
Really?
They might. Yeah, they might. Yeah. It might take them a minute to get back to you, but they might.
Yeah, that's right. I'll do that. I'll email them.
They'll send you a whole new clip. They'll send you a whole new clip and screws, probably.
I'll bet you.
Oh.
Yep.
I won't lose those screws in that night, brother.
Now, if you're a real redneck and you like your clip where it is, you can find any screw that'll fit and just put some Loctite on it and set it in there, man.
Set it and forget it.
That's right.
Set it and forget it. Oh, this is the bag I had. This is all my ice fishing shit that I don't need now.
Don't,
because there's no more ice.
Start talking about this.
No more ice.
That was a shit show.
It sucks because I really wanted to try these too. I wanted to try those.
Man.
That's all right. Next year, hey.
That's
We'll
right.
do it. We'll do it. You know, it'll get done. It'll get done. You know, it's things happen. Blue Loctite does wonders. Okay. That I believe I have in the basement over here. So I will try that too. Okay, did I miss anybody? Did I miss anybody? I don't think I did. Guns go, but I never got the ice. Yeah, it's all right. All right, Frankie, I will. Thank you. Guns Girl. A lot of people getting on the ice this year, but you know what? Listen, it's called life. Life happens to us. You know what I mean? Crap happens. So
Ed didn't even get to fish the Derby.
no, he worked.
Yep.
No.
Yeah, it sounds like nobody of importance went.
You should have been here last week. I made fun of Stump. Told him it was all his fault. He started the shit show of people not being able to go. He goes, "What do you mean?" I goes, "Well, you couldn't go, and then the domino effect hit." He goes, "Domino effect?" I goes, "Oh shit, yeah." I says, my southern brother couldn't come. I says, Ed couldn't come. And then it was left to me and NH Trapper. And NH Trapper,
I think he said he had to work.
I never heard nothing from him.
He had worked, I guess, a bunch of days prior, and he had a date with a young lady. So
okay.
So he pussed out. He generally, I mean, at least you guys had good reasoning. He just pussed out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I made fun of him.
Seth brought a date. He brought a date to the ice.
That's right.
Did you see that girl?
That's right. That's the ones that had dinner with us?
No.
Right? They're not the ones that are cooking from New York, right?
They split up right after that little cooking session.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, Ed's buddy Seth that grew up there.
Yep. Yeah, North Woodsman. Yeah.
Yeah, when you and the Trapper were in the tent, me and Seth were outside fishing. That guy.
Okay. Yep.
I don't know if I'm sure you met him. You might not remember him.
I did. I think I have him on Instagram as the Northeast Woodsman.
That's him.
Okay.
He brought a dime piece to the lake.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have
beautiful.
To go see a picture.
I'll find you one, y'all. Hang on a minute.
That'll be awesome. Jack, how the hell are you? County Law, good to see you, Jack. The Jack. She's got
like
the
Jack. As in Jack?
Boom, boom. I don't know. You know what? I don't even know, to be honest with you. County Line Logging. How are you, my friend? We're going to find out in a sec.
There you go.
Give me 1 second, my friend.
Damn it, boy.
No, that's not Jack. That's somebody new. Well, the Jack, welcome. We had a friend of ours whose name was Jack prior, so welcome to the chat.
Yeah, that'd have been an interesting. Yeah. Damn.
Hang on, what did I miss? You showed the picture, didn't you?
Oh, you didn't see it?
No, I was on the other side looking up Jack.
You'll know Seth when you see him. There you go.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, time out. Right.
Let me tell you.
What?
Okay.
Let Let me get out my wallet, okay? And I can walk down the fucking ice with somebody like her too. Are you fucking kidding me right now?
You gonna Mm-hmm.
Where the fuck does Seth meet her?
On Instagram.
Okay, he's either got a lot of money or that big. Good for him.
Whatever, man. You know. Exactly.
This Jack, you got to go out in the external and read what's Jack's writing.
I'm Jack the Jedi, Knight of the Past. Chad's old tag team partner. It is him. With 1,400 subscribers? The hell did you do? Hit the lottery? You didn't have 1,400 last time I knew you. How are you? How you been? Good to see you. Hope things are well. Anyway, wow, good for him. No, I didn't know. I didn't see her. Was she what, this year?
Mm-hmm.
When did you see her?
I didn't. He's got that picture on his profile page.
Oh. I'll talk to you about later about that. All right, Frankie already owns a Harley. He's been meditating a lot and learning the new ways of the Force. That's good. Dude, that tone, baby. Right on. I got to get a hold of Ohio Wolverine. So if anybody has been getting Ohio on Facebook or anything like that, let him know Mikey D is looking for him. All right.
I don't think I've seen him posting like maybe.
I know he hasn't posted on YouTube in a while. I know it happens. Listen, you know what I mean. It's hard. It's hard. But anyways, all right. So, what else? What else did I want to? What else? What else, Stevie? What else? Shit, there was one more thing, Stevie, that
Stump's gonna be late. He just sent me this picture.
Hang on, let me go back to the intro.
I hope that ain't in his hometown.
I missed it. Do it again.
But no, I just saying that Stump said he's gonna be late. But this is actually a true story. This actually, my daughter's bus went over this bridge 4 hours before this happened, and this is the only bridge into town. So it literally sheared off, and that's the outcome. So the driver's fine. They had to take him out by a rubber dinghy. Fire department came down, but that happened was reported just before noon hour today. I got the text message at work. I just arrived at work. Jesus. And like I said, pretty much the whole family went across that bridge this morning. So I said, well, isn't that going to be interesting getting home? So anyways, but the river water, you can see all the ice up on the shore. We had flooding. We got flooded twice this year, where the waters were up over the banks 6.5 feet. They almost had an evacuation order in beginning of the week for the entire town. They were getting ready to now on the lowlands. Like I'm up on the hill, so none of this shit affects me. But bad stuff. So when the water level goes down, at least we'll have a walk bridge still. So, I don't know.
But that's the only way in or out with vehicles?
Well, no, this is the only bridge into town. It's a little misleading how I put it, but I was just kind of putting a new spin on it.
Okay.
There's another hill that comes down in. Otherwise, it would be an island, essentially. But there is one more passageway in. It's the long way around for sure. So if I want to go over and visit my neighbor, which I would usually just, take a little minute, drive around the corner if I wanted to in the wintertime there, but he's just on the other side there. Now it would take me probably better part of 20 minutes to get to him. So that's some serious stuff there. It's not good. Okay.
Fuzz, I heard about that. I only heard of one, actually. That's terrible. That's cool. Well, I'm just glad that your daughter went over 4 hours earlier, not,
Right? Oh
Yeah.
man. Because I mean, the problem is there's a big crane. It's a big drag crane, basically, for dredging out the river, because the river connects to the Great Lake, right? Because Lake Erie is right there. So
Right.
this river feeds into Lake Erie. But what happens is because the ice block on Lake Erie, all the ice starts forming up, and if they don't dredge that out, it backs up, and a lot of volume comes down in there in heavy rains. Therefore, the town floods. So the municipality's been shit on by the town people for all winter, because this happened twice, and then this happens because they're bringing extremely heavy equipment and pounded the hell out of this bridge all winter, removing snow and ice out of that's it. So bad news. It's just so lucky that it wasn't the full bus of kids. That's all I can say.
Absolutely.
Right.
That would have been, not good.
I mean, what's up? Canada had a bunch of flooding last season too.
Well, it's not global warming as much as it is climate shift. It's climate shift. The climate shifting, and everybody's saying it. So I don't know. And I didn't believe the shift because it's more tropical here now, even in the summer. It just is, and everybody complains about that too. So,
right.
Two things I want to bring up that Fuzz actually brought up. One, he said there's 2 senators that want to ban AR-15s. They must be from Massachusetts.
Why did they outlaw blowguns or something?
No, because of Florida, so they want to.
I doubt it. I don't see it happen.
They want to outlaw. Oh, here it is. 2 Ohio senators want to ban AR-15s. Fuzzy said.
Ohio, yeah, Ohio, even more unlikely.
Yeah, that's probably not going to happen.
And he also said that there was a couple of officers that were outside that didn't go in the building during the shooting in Florida. I did hear of one. So if there was 3, then that's even worse. Here's the thing with that. I am not a police officer, so I am not going to comment, because the last time I made a comment about a police officer that I thought they weren't doing their job, they were, in fact. Different departments have their laws and regulations and rules.
Right.
I was informed on 9/11 that the police department and the firemen, well, at least the police department, was not supposed to be in that building or either one of those buildings at all. Not their job.
Yeah, but Mikey, you don't want to comment.
Hang on, let me finish. Let me finish. That's the reasoning why you didn't see anybody. The other reasoning why you didn't see anybody rushing into on the Pentagon. You didn't see any DC officers going into the Pentagon. All right. So I'm not knocking these 3, because Fuzz said 3. So we're going to say 3. I'm not knocking these 3 officers yet. Okay. Until I want to see if I can find out somehow what the rules are down at FLA.
Right on.
It'd be very disheartening, very disappointing if he was supposed to enter that building to try to save those kids, because I'm quite sure everybody's heard about the little kid that that was keeping the doors closed. And as he was keeping the doors closed, he was being shot through the door. And apparently he took 5 shots. But he saved like 22 or 23 kids all at the same time.
Wow.
Because he was able to lock the doors. And if a kid can do that, and you're a cop and you didn't, I'm going to have a little issue with that. Just saying. I'm sorry, Luke. Go ahead.
No, sorry, Mike. That's my point. Like, you know, even the sheriff down there, certainly for Florida, was saying that basically the officer, you know, should have been inside there. I'm almost sure that was said, right? Here's the thing. I understand for officer safety, and maybe you're right. Maybe there was a protocol. However, at this particular point, with the potential, you know, outrage and so on, I would really assume that if that was the case, they would have been defending that officer. But the officer has been suspended, I guess, and he's actually resigned.
He did get suspended.
Right.
Okay.
So,
well, that was going to be my next question to you guys.
Yeah. Again, this is only what I'm hearing. I don't know how accurate this is. My point is though, I mean, I understand protocol. I get that there is a rhyme and a reason for this. It's not even just so much as policy. It's because there's safety in it, and there's effectiveness. If you go in and you get down, right, now we've got another casualty. Now we have another victim. Now we have no inside. Maybe. But I don't think that myself, I don't really think I could have held back on that. I really don't.
I told my wife last night, I said, honey, if I'm dropping off one of my kids at school and I hear gunfire in that building and I'm carrying a gun, do you really think that I'm going to walk out the front door? You're in a school. This is what bothers me the most. Our little kids, nephews, I don't even care if you don't even have any kids, right? They're kids.
Right.
And 99.99999% of them are friggin' unarmed, except for one.
And innocent.
It's just a pain in my balls. And it makes me want to vomit every time I talk about it. But Andrew Hondu says, hello, fat man. What up? Welcome back, Mr. PG Gorilla.
And also, Fat Man, Jack said get hold of him.
I think he's talking to the missus. Give him a second. Conservative living a democratic lifestyle. Excuse me. I don't want to call you a Democrat. After rules. I just don't get it. I won't understand it. I won't understand it. I won't get it. I never won't. I never will. Stump, I sent you a link. Glad to see you made it back from your 23-ounce steak. Just don't burp.
You'll probably be sleeping in 10 minutes.
I know after a meal that big, I'd be out like a light myself.
Right.
I'm telling you, it's getting, you know, my wife's reading all this shit on Facebook and she says, see, and now people are saying teachers should carry guns. She goes, Michael, I don't want to carry a gun because my wife, I'm sorry, little disclaimer, my wife's a teacher. So I said, well, you have nothing to worry about because this is public school, not private school. So I told her, I said, first of all, honey, there isn't a school in the union that can make you carry a gun. You know why? Because you need a gun permit to carry a gun to school.
Right.
And you don't have a gun carrying permit. Therefore, you can't carry a gun to school. Okay? So what I just was trying to tell my wife is that because she got all nervous. I says, honey, even if they put it in their head, even if it comes to the house for a vote, even if it comes to whatever, okay, that they might do it, it might put something in somebody's head to say, maybe I shouldn't do this because maybe there will be a teacher carrying a gun and maybe, you know, it ain't going to end too good for me. You know, I think I said this last week. You know, I shovel my driveway with a camo and orange vest on because we have some problems in the neighborhood. Just in case, just so if they want to look at houses or what have you, they would say at the very least the son of a bitch has a bow. Looks like he's a hunter. At the very least, he might have a bow. Forget a gun. We're going to skip this house. You know, so I try to explain it to her that way. I'm not here to tell any teacher they have to carry a gun to school if they have a license to carry.
Right.
It's just disheartening that you can't send your kid off to school and have him or her be safe all day long. It's bad enough they got to deal with the bullies and everything else. Now they got to deal with gunfire.
Okay.
Are you freaking kidding me? Here's what you do. Have the federal government spend some friggin' money, okay? Don't make the school committees do it because there's a lot of rural towns that can't afford it. Have the federal government spend the money and put fucking metal detectors in every fucking school that there is.
That's right.
Okay? Have the federal government stop taking their friggin' raises money, use all their raise money. Okay? All the money they got from their raises. Cease and desist on raises for the friggin' U.S. government. Okay? That's state and local senators. That's all of them. All of them. Okay? And put metal detectors in the friggin' schools. Okay?
I brought up in another
Problem
chat
solved.
today, offer the teachers who are willing to go through the training and carry a bump in pay.
It's just stupid. I can't carry a knife to school. I can't do anything like that, right? But yet somehow kids are getting to school with guns. It's just funny is all. In that sarcastic way. Guys, don't take that the wrong way.
Right. Well, everybody dropped the ball on that incident. The police were called to that kid's house like 36 times. The FBI was investigating the kid. I think they had 3 different calls on him or something. Because he was posting that shit on YouTube and what have you.
Exactly, Frankie. Armed installations will not turn out well. It's not Germany. I don't know. How was your steak?
It was fucking perfect. That some bitch still mooed when I stabbed it.
Say hello to my southern brother, the fat man.
I was going to say hey to Bubba Ched as soon as you get through running your mouth, which I understand the topic. It was one you got a little something to say on, so I was going to be polite.
Were you trying something new?
Yeah, exactly. I ain't even insulted the fucking Canadian yet. Hey, Luke. And Luke looks stunned. What the fuck?
I don't know. That's just my spin on it. I just... I don't know.
He's too busy up there killing penguins.
All right.
Hey, you know as well as I do, you followed me back in the day long enough to understand how dangerous the little sons of bitches are.
I know it. I know it. Yeah, I know it.
You're still killing penguins?
That's a shin-pecking motherfucker, I bet.
They don't even taste good, do they?
Dude, they work good in groups. Now, they don't really. They taste a lot like fish. But here's the thing. They move in groups. They do, and they're slick. And they don't fly, but whole buddy boy, they can slide.
There's a couple on TV that don't even know their way back to the flock.
Uh-oh.
So they're not smart animals.
No, it's true, I suppose. Well, there you go. No, I had to move away. I said, no, enough of that now. I had to move back away.
Damn. Take government funds and buy guns for everyone in mass. How's that, Frank?
Look, here's the reality on that whole thing, and I don't even know if I want to get started.
Democrats never allow guns in schools because
but it's not even
crow.
It's not even that. It's just again, it's the teachers. They're going to have to want to carry it, and they're going to have to keep it. Because you get into you get a 4th grader that doesn't understand. Dashing Jeb Stewart of the CSA.
And nowadays, as time goes on, there's going to be more and more teachers that are against firearms anyway.
Yes. You're right.
Yeah, it's a new generation.
You're right.
It's a new
generation. You got that right. Even down here in South Carolina, the beautiful countrified, what a Republican state. I mean, I see it right here. Less and less hunters, less and less kids in hunter education classes, less and less people just doing the sport. And my buddy that started up concealed weapons class had to shut it down within 2 years. Didn't have enough business.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Wow.
That's
and
it.
He was
if you don't use
he was offering his class $40 cheaper than everybody else, and still couldn't get the people in there.
That's it. If you don't use it, you lose it, right? And that goes with everything. It's the same here. And you lose it by ignorance of people not understanding the Constitution first and foremost, right? And again, the media leading the sheep. You know what I mean? Basically, that's it. It's really how it goes. They love a mass shooting, but not one of them want it to happen. But they love it when it happens because that is good media, right? And it is. Nobody. I'm not going to sit here and say any person of the media wants a child shot. But man, oh man, that is like the perfect storm when it comes to the media. And it just is. And they know it and we know it, right? I mean, Stringers, you see Stringers. There's a Stringer TV show, right, out there in LA. And these guys just go around basically and they try to be the first one on an accident scene or whatever. And the ones they say, here it is. This is the story of the night. Here's the shot of the night. I've got her basically outside on the tarmac with the sheet covered her over. You know what I mean? It's a tragedy. You know, we don't want to see these things, but it's the money shot. It's sad. You don't see that.
You don't see the news stories. Well, they ain't shit been happening in this town for 3 or 4 months. It's been doing great. You don't. What's so good about that? You know, on the news, nobody cares to see that shit.
No, that's right. And the advertisers pay big money. You know what I mean? So. This is why they stomp all over that stuff. They got every news agency out the scene taking their own video, right?
Yeah. Hey, Michelle, how are you? Beautiful. Go ahead, Luke. Go ahead.
No, I'm just like I said. I shouldn't get started.
No, I listen. It's just and off topic for a second, but still with the news media, right? Oh my God, I am so fed up with the friggin' this news media outlet says we're no good because we're Republican, and this news media says we're no good because we're not conservative enough, and this news media outlet says, well, fuck the both of us, we're going to do what we want to do. I don't understand it. You're not doing your job by fighting over who's friggin' conservative and who isn't. You do your job by reporting the freaking news, period, and shutting your mouth. I don't understand. What's the big deal?
Yeah, they never used to give their opinion.
No,
exactly.
It's all about entertainment. Social media has brought that on. It's just entertainment and push to be the top dog. No matter if they believe it or not, they're just gonna say it.
It's unreal.
Well, it's not even so much what they. It's not even so much what it is. It's what they say. It's how they say it. The reality is that they're not necessarily lying to you. It's not necessarily fake news. It's just they don't give you all the facts. So when you don't give all the facts, it's a warped perception, certainly for the viewer.
And I know that's a fine line and not lying, because my opinion states that if you know more, if you're hiding something, to me, I consider hiding something a lie. Jay Watterson says liberals are sheep that are easily duped. A month ago, they were saying the cops are evil racists. Now they want the cops to be the only ones with guns, right?
Right. What the problem is, they're afraid to go, that's a bad person, and they need to be taken out of society. They're too coward to do it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that nobody has any balls anymore.
Now, here's my thing. You guys know how I feel about the Second Amendment, okay? But it's kids like this one, right, that obviously had some mental issues going on. Now, I'm not using that and saying that he had, I'm not sticking up for the kid, okay? Please don't misunderstand what I'm saying. But in instances like this, where you have a history of issues, you give credence to the people that say background checks need to be done. In those states that don't need background checks. Does that mean the kid still can't get a gun? No, obviously. You know, hey, Billy Joe Bob, can I borrow your fucking AR tomorrow? I'm going to go to the target shooting. And his buddy gives him the gun. It's the same. Do you know what I'm saying? However, at least it'll get these people off our friggin' backs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the violence will never stop. Human on human violence has been going on since we were all monkeys in a tree, man.
Exactly.
It's not going to stop. It's just we're jealous. We're it's we want to be top dog. We want the woman. We want the money. Whatever, or we're just pissed off. It's just we're gonna kill each other.
Yep.
That shit ain't never gonna quit.
No, it won't. And here's the problem: we're training the next generation. Like I said, we're not educating them, right? We're training them to be a certain way. Entitled is a big part of it, quite frankly. Very entitled. And here's the other thing: there's a separation from parents to their children anymore, right? Both parents are out of the home now, existing, right? Here's another thing that people don't put into the common denominators here. But you look at this; I've been looking at data for the last 3 days. Divorce rate in crime. It's like this. Divorce is here, and the crime is right there. It's the exact same bell curve. You can lay the two maps right over top of each other, and it's there. It's 68%. It's about this far off where divorce has the lead on the crime. Now, what does that mean? Does that mean that we're actually basically raising children that are in separated and broken homes? This child here, look at. I don't care what you say about Cruz right now, because you know what? He did what he did. He was an adult when he made the choice. He made a choice. Right? That's it. If he gets the death penalty, that's what he gets. I don't know if you got the death penalty down there in Florida. I thought maybe you did, but maybe not.
Yeah, they do.
They do? Okay.
Oh,
in that case,
he got a fry.
Get it. Yeah, and they'll push for it to happen fast. The sad part is, though, I feel very, very sad for the 16-year-old Cruz. This is certainly in the past, because there was a chance. Somebody should have intervened. Somebody should have saved that kid. That's the reality. We raised a broken child into a man, and that man was certainly broken. That young man is broken.
Yeah, somebody should have realized. Somebody should have realized that was close to him. Somebody that was close to him should have realized, dude, you don't need this right now. I'm gonna take this for a little while. You just don't need an AR-15. You don't need an AR-15, bud. I'd take one from somebody in a heartbeat if I thought they didn't need it.
It was locked in the safe, and somehow the kid got the key from the foster dad.
You know, but and this gets back to even like Sandy Hook, right?
You gotta have protocol.
Exactly. And here's the thing. All right, now I really don't want to talk ill about the dead unless they deserve it, or unless they're really scumbags. I don't know the mother to that child, so I don't want to like bash her. I just have a couple of questions. When I get to heaven, I'm gonna ask her. Like, ma'am, question. If you knew your son was off, a little bit off, he's been going to psychologist, psychiatrist, whatever. He's on X amount of Medicaid. He's on this, he's on that, because he's not right in the head. Okay? And I'm not picking on the kid for not being right in the head. It's not his fault he's not right in the head. Now, same thing that you guys were just saying about. Okay? This woman knew that her kid wasn't right in the head. But she had every gun known to man at his disposal. He liked going shooting with me. He did, you know what I mean? He would go to the gun range with her and all this and that. I grew up one of 6 kids in my house. If one of us was off, and there was guns in my house, if one of us was off, do you really think for a half a second that there'd be a gun in that house? No.
Right.
No, there wouldn't be. Okay. And if that mother, to make a long story a little bit shorter, if that mother had just took every one of her guns, okay, and put him in somebody else's house. And I'm not saying it wouldn't have happened. It wouldn't have happened that day.
Yeah, if you want one, you can get one down here.
Right.
Damn right.
Exactly. But the thing is that make it a little bit, you know, it's like my niece was telling my brother and who told me, what the hell state was it? Indiana? Pete asked if cars you still out here. Was it in Indiana when the girl planned on doing a school shooting? The date, the whole 9 yards, mapped it out, did everything, and her old man caught her.
No, I never heard about that one.
Yep, and her old man turned her in, called the police department. The police came down, they arrested her.
Now, why wasn't that all over the national media?
I don't know, but as a parent, right?
Because nobody died, dude. That's why it wasn't all over the media.
Yeah,
that's really say that.
And also,
it wasn't juicy enough.
Agenda.
Yeah, the masses don't get any. They don't get distraught about that. Ratings don't go up. The media doesn't make money off of it in some way or another.
Right.
That's why you don't hear
You get
about
those
that
good
shit.
stories. Yeah, you get those little good stories at the end of the news. Oh, they're doing a barbecue picnic for this and that. Y'all be good. You know.
Yeah. Right. And that's like that last 3 seconds. They speed up the fucking audio where a damn mouse on crack couldn't understand it. You know?
Yeah.
Thank you, Frankie. Frankie says, Mikey, it's February 23rd, 2018, 11:15. Mikey hit the nail squarely on the freaking head. Make sure that our chat historian sees that, Frank.
Yeah, and the big part of it, or it can help, is protocol. My uncle, like you said, he had 6 kids and a nice swimming pool, in-ground swimming pool, 2 gates and 2 doors on the house that leads to this pool. All his kids were toddlers, little when they had this pool. Not one kid fell in that fucking pool growing up.
Isn't that amazing?
Because they had protocol on close this gate, make sure this door. Every time they went to the grocery store, every door was locked, closed, gate closed. Nothing ever happened.
Exactly. Protocol and having enough gumption to take the responsibility to do what the fuck you need to do.
Yeah, he said not even a cat fell in that fucking pool.
Kids ain't talk that shit anymore. Neither. The generation that's raising the kids, they wasn't fucking
It's a different thing, yeah. I don't know in the big picture what can really be done, because I don't know. They got to get back in their lives. They got to get like like my dad was in mine. You gotta. He would come up to me and ask questions. I'd come home from school and be moping around or something. He would ask shit. What's wrong with you, boy? Yep. Mama was the same way.
Yep. They took the time out of their busy day because we're all busy today on our computers. All the
time.
And to make sure they knew, and you don't find that a lot. It just.
Yeah, because I promise you, nowadays you sit around and you wait on Junior to come through the door. Hey, Dad, you got a minute? Something's bugging the fuck out of me. That shit ain't gonna fucking happen. Don't be retarded waiting on it too.
Yeah,
I didn't do it much.
And I'm not saying interrogate the damn youngin, but talk to the motherfucker. Like Chad was just saying. Hey, dude, why the fuck are you about to trip over your lip? What the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
Right. Not to get off topic, I promise I'm going to go back in 2.2 seconds. Stevie, talk.
And what would you like me to say?
Hang on a minute. Talk again, Steve, so the camera stays on you.
Do you have anything specific you would like me to talk about?
No, I want you to get the fuck out of the picture and put Shalise there, and you can go like bake cookies or something.
Amen, damn it.
Hi, Shalisa.
Get the crackhead out of the picture.
Hi, Mike.
Fuzz says, attention, guys, April 19th. Keep that in mind. Shot her the Warsaw getting a prize in Waco. Listen, they love the April ones, don't they, Fuzz, right? Look, I just, it's just like, right on, P-Nas, guys. Mike needs another Mountain Dew. I do. It's empty. Look. I'll get up and get one in a minute. Okay. Politically Incorrect made it to the house tonight.
Hey, P.I.
Politically Incorrect says Florida school shooting drill was going on at the same time as the shooting. There wasn't one cop outside. There was 4. That's disheartening.
Now, see, that stuff's starting to get fishy. That's been happening a lot with a lot of this crap going on.
Yeah, like I saw a little documentary the other day. Like where they ran some kind of big drill like 2 days before that Vegas shit.
Yeah,
that's kind of weird, ain't it?
Same thing with the Christmas party incident in California at the office Christmas party.
Yes,
I missed that.
Yeah, SWAT was there the day before doing a routine run through whatever, and I also understand SWAT was right up the street when that happened.
Right. Wow.
Take just a second and look at what you just said, Steve.
Hang on. Can I interrupt you? Go ahead. I'm sorry, buddy. No, go ahead.
No, go ahead and say hey to AZ.
That's what I was going to do. AZ Prepper, how the hell you been? Welcome back. It's awesome to see you. Haven't seen you in the dog's age, but you know what? We're still here, and I'm glad you're here.
Oh, damn right. But Steve, if you stop and think about that sentence you just said, a routine.
Yeah.
Okay. That's part of the problem. They do all these drills for it. Well, so here's the thing, and I'm sure Luke will have some insight on this one because this is right up his alley.
Good. I'll go get a Mountain Dew. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I mean, you do something routine. The pretense of that is to build a muscle memory for that function, to turn it into a habit. Well, some things, like go hide in the fucking corner when you hear a certain sound, like Pavlov's dog done with the bell and the water and mouth and food, you're doing the same thing to the kids and whatever else. There's a certain sound, a cue, there's a certain response. Well, they get lazy to it. It happens so much, there's no urgency, there's no paying attention to what the fuck's actually going on. You drill on something like that so much, it's actually a bad thing.
I kind of agree with that. I mean, and especially like in a hotel, gunfire is anything but routine.
Yeah.
Right. Was that a champagne cork? No, that was gunfire, and you know damn well it was gunfire.
I would train for chaos, Yeah. You don't know what's going on right or left. And those drills, they already got something mapped out. Well, what if a dude's here? Well, how about train for chaos? That's hard to do.
Yeah. Yeah, these drills and shit, there doesn't need to be a meeting beforehand. Okay, Steve, you're going to play the bad guy. Start here and work down this hallway. Well, fuck, everybody that needs to whip Steve's ass knows exactly where to go to do it.
No shit.
I say we have a meeting 2-3 days before. Steve, in the next 3 days, I want you to fucking attack this place, and we're going to come find you.
Yeah.
Make it shit realistic. Don't have a plan that, okay, here's where you're going to start. Here's where you're going to supposedly shoot your first person or jack off for the first time or whatever. You want fucking realism, be goddamn real about it.
Right?
Yeah, those some ex-military in there. I bet with some paintball guns. I bet they'll take a lot of them cops out.
Oh, in a heartbeat. I'm not a conspiracy kind of guy, but with a lot of these big televised incidences, there's a lot of weird things that don't add up.
You damn right.
Yep.
That Vegas shit, man, was odd. The whole damn
Thanks,
thing
girl. How the hell are you, Alan?
was just
Yeah, it
weird,
was.
man.
I agree.
I swear I saw a video where bullets was coming from 2 directions. So don't tell me one some bitch was doing that, you know.
No, I think that was some kind of big ass cover up for some kind of gun deal gone bad or something.
Something. Yeah, you saw like this net on this fence go poof, and then 3 minutes later, poof, this way.
Yeah,
Like,
I seen
that
that.
ain't no good, right? Yeah, that's bullshit. One dude, my ass. But I'm not into the conspiracy shit either. You can get down a rabbit hole and really, you can I'll have a damn pistol, 2 or 3 pistols by my side and never come out the house, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll nickname you TR.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's not hard. You start riding them videos, next thing you know, you don't see the plane flying into the Twin Towers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I first got on YouTube, right before I started my YouTube channel, I started to get into that. You know, I was like, this world, oh shit, that they coming for us. God damn it.
Right on, man.
I need to go get 3 tons of rice and more bullets.
Start building a safe room.
Yeah. Politically incorrect brings up a point here about, there's over 40 cameras in the school, release all the footage. Well, see, here's the thing. Where my kid goes to school, he's a senior this year, by the way, there are shitloads of cameras in that place. The school's only been in existence, I think they built it 2-3 years ago, something like that. It's a new, modern, high-tech, Wi-Fi fucking, it is its own internet hotspot thing, whatever, right?
Good for Greenwood.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. Those cameras and shit, just like every other school in the fucking country that has them in the new modern schools, they don't work all the time. They only work when something goes on and somebody in one of the main buildings goes, click, turn them on. Because it costs too goddamn much to record this shit all the time. So there's not going to be any fucking footage to see.
Andrew.
Well, I'm going to suggest that they have the footage. I'm going to suggest that they got a server unit in the school. I'm going to suggest it's probably part of a tax initiative or a grant initiative that they had to have certain things in place and they were given a grant for it.
Yep.
I would suggest that they're not going to release any of the footage due to the fact of continuity of evidence under probably a U.S. evidence law or a Florida evidence law. And because there's going to be an ongoing trial, because the accused certainly is alive and will face trial. Mm-hmm. Will it ever be released? Don't know. However, Stump brings up a good point. That, this is something I kind of wanted to go back to what Mikey was saying. I've thought about it. I've done a little bit of the math on it. I look at it from the facility that I work in. Okay. You have to have a swipe card, all right, to get in through the gate, through every single door in the facility. You are absolutely tracked by cameras and by your card. Your card literally can be tracked inside the building. If I fell off a ladder and disappeared into a pile of boxes, you could actually identify where I am in the building, which is really interesting. Now, could they do such a thing? Now we got to be careful because now we're sitting here talking about the fact is that we have controlled entrances at every point of the building, right? And a main entrance where everybody is funneled to by environmental design, right? So if you did all these things into a school, you have to think, well, how many schools do you have to do this? What qualifies to have this kind of funding to a particular school? Is it a school with over a certain amount of students or whatever? So even if they're trying to accommodate it that way and put more armed guards in and so on, you are talking about an immense amount of money. Mm-hmm. I mean, an immense amount of money. Now, we should be able to say, what you said, Mikey, let's take away from some of the budgets. We'll find the money, right? But here's the problem. Trump has already came in and he's canceled out a shit ton of stuff, right? You got to think about this. Now, why? He has canceled out a lot of stuff to try to save money. Now, either he's trying to quietly do something to try to accommodate your debt, which I doubt it because I don't think you'll ever pay that $20 trillion down. Or he's trying to make it so that he can balance shit a little bit better, right? Because he's a businessman. So you could say, well, all the money you're clawing back, let's do that way. Or maybe, hey, let's not have our military in every part of the world. Let's just have them in half of the freaking world and bring some of those people home, right? Let's give them some jobs. We'll take some of our military personnel, we'll flip them over into a municipal freaking setting, and we'll make sure the ones that are, duty bound and should be out of school, that aren't already broken or hurt, we'll put them out of school. You know what I mean? And we'll put them along our border. Maybe save some money on this freaking wall, and we'll just strip it with freaking, some of our military. I mean, there's a lot of different things you could do, but everything comes down to $1, right? And again, the people don't want that. They want the guns gone, but that's not going to work.
Right.
But here's the thing, right? And I understand that, and AZ Prep, I'm going to address what you just said in a second, and this is actually going to tie into that. The high school I went to, they renovated it while I was there way back in the 80s. They just did a renovation. And then now they tore it down. They built a brand new state-of-the-art school. A couple of people that lived around the border, they had boundaries there, neighbors of just, their property abutted theirs, the schools. They fought them. Their children are long gone and grown, and I mean, their children my age, for Christ's sake. That and some of the townspeople, because the taxes have gone up. Look at, I think it's safe to say that when a new school is built or going to be built or renovated, you're going to pay taxes on it anyway, regardless. These maybe we can't take these. Maybe we can't ask the government for the money for the metal detectors or what have you. Maybe just ask the town. Let's just say I can't even fathom how much a metal detector would cost. Okay, so I'm not even going to try to guess. Okay, but for the sake of argument, let's pretend it's like 30 grand. Okay, I'm thinking. Let's say you have, I don't know how many schools you got in a town or a city or whatever, right? I mean, let's face it. Do we really need them for K through 5? No. So, I mean, let's facts are facts, right? How many 5-year-olds have we seen walking into school with a fucking AR, right? So if you just do like middle school or 7th, well, we used to call it junior high, right? But if you do from like 7th grade to 12th grade, right? But my point is that at what cost? What's a good price to keep your kid safe? Because here's what's going to happen: if they're not going to put a cop in the school that's actually going to do something, okay. Like my hometown does. Actually, this town does too, and it doesn't come out of your taxes because he's not a separate officer. Okay, he's an officer on duty. Okay, and that's his job. He gets paid by the town, but it's you know what I'm saying. It's not extra taxes to have this cop in the building, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, school resource officer.
Right. Granted, in the rural sections of, even in my home state of Massachusetts, in the rural sections of Massachusetts, where, there might be 2 or 3 towns have a kid, share a school or what have you, you can still have an officer in there. I don't care if you have an officer from, 1 week is from X town, the next week is from Y, the next one's from Z. It doesn't really matter. Something can be done, but all the time, it's going to cost money somewhere along the line.
The thing is, Mike, metal detector systems are completely affordable. Banks have them. Courtrooms have them. Police stations have them. How come the schools don't have them?
Right. I just pulled it up. It's about $1,000, from as little as $1,000 to as much as $30,000. Moderately priced models from about $4,000 to $5,000 probably offer the features reliable for a school's needs.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: So let's say there's 10 schools in your town, okay, or it's going to be taxes, right? So it's going to be through your state. Figure out how many schools are in your state. Figure out how many schools are going to be needing them, and whatever, right? Seriously, what's your taxes going to go up? Maybe $2, if
Right.
that. If that, $2.
Yeah, but the company will sponsor that. I'm looking. If my school, okay, had if we had a shooting in Canada, or let's just say in Ontario, where I'm at, I have no doubt that if we signed a petition and we brought the petition around saying we needed a metal detector and we felt that we needed one in our school, we could actually approach businesses to get the money. There's no doubt in my mind that they wouldn't. That they would, you know, they would obviously sponsor that. That's not the issue. I mean, the issue is basically is who's going to monitor this, who's going to do the repairs. I mean, there's all these things. So it's like, okay, so somebody's going to be there monitoring this thing. So now the price goes up. Now you're not talking about $5,000. Now you're talking about $32,000 for the wage of that person to be there. Let's just say, right? And here's the other thing: one police officer in a school, the size of any of these schools that have had problems in. If that officer is in a room with a kid with a detention, giving him a pep talk, man, oh man, I mean, a lot can happen in 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes.
Right.
And giving guns to the teachers, I don't think is necessarily a great idea, because they're going to have to be well trained. They're going to have to make really good judgment calls. You know,
Right.
What's the backdrop like when they go ahead and shoot and they miss twice because they're not well seasoned at this and they're shaking? You know what I mean? Because now this is a freaking live. This is live. You know.
Right.
I don't see that working out. Apparently, there is places that do that already. But you know, I think that is honestly, I think you got to change the attitude of the school, right? I was just watching. It popped up in my YouTube feed where there's a school police officer who had the entire school do this appreciation thing day for him,
Yes.
right? And it was fun. It was phenomenal.
Sorry, they gave him tickets to
what
the
happened?
call it and all that. Yep.
Right now, when you say something to that when that cop gets up on the stage and he has an assembly and he gets out there at the end of the assembly and he addresses everybody for him and he goes, "All right, calm down, guys." He says, "Listen, guys, we talked about this in the spring here about see something, say something, right? We're not trying to hurt people, right? We're trying to identify people who may need help, right? And that's what we're doing. So remember what we do, what the protocol is, and it takes the right cop to vet that properly." So that we're not infringing upon people's rights. We're doing it properly. We're doing it through, approved programs and so on. But you do something about it, because you don't pass the buck. Well, we've seen this, and they pass to the next agency, the next agency, the next agency. And it lends credibility to those people out there who want to be conspiracy theorists and say, well, maybe they let it happen. Well, this certainly gives credit to that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. It's I don't know. That's my 2 cents.
You don't hear about a lot of that shit going down in Canada. What are they doing right?
Well, in Canada, we first have a little bit more stricter gun laws. The fact is that anybody
but there's a lot of some bitches that's got a lot of guns.
Oh yeah, for sure. We have alarming amount of firearms in Canada.
So what are they doing? So what are they doing correctly?
We're a more polite society in general to each other.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, it's just a fact.
Kill fucking penguins.
Right?
Knock it off.
And most of us stay inside because it's cold.
And they smoke a lot of dope.
And they're afraid of the dark.
Well, yeah, it's Canadian, so.
Well, I mean, there's something to be. There's obviously something to be. There's something to be learned there.
Chad's got a huge point. Maybe it's the laws the way they're set up. Maybe it's because it's like a felony in Canada to drink and drive and get caught for it. It's not a misdemeanor. Maybe it's, maybe it's the way the laws are set up, and people, the fear factor of getting caught puts them to whatever. I don't know.
We don't have the death penalty here, so I don't know about that one, Mike. The other thing is that
No, but because I'll tell you why. I can't get in. I have to call the Queen or whoever. I have to send a letter to get a letter to go into your country, because I have a DUI 17 years ago, and I can't get in because of DUI.
And kids and kids here aren't scared of jail at all.
None.
No, I believe you, Mike, for sure.
Politically incorrect
they're
says,
tight.
my God, look at the money the government's been wasting on. How about we get rid of all the worthless regulators and bureaucracy and take care of our kids? Absolutely, PI. The problem is that they're making too much money to care about the kids, and they'll come on TV and they'll stand there in you know, in the different state houses across the country, and then bang their gavel and say, "Yep, we're for the kids," and at the same token, we all know that's a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah,
Well,
and
the thing about the money for the metal detectors is, you know, you figure like $2 a person or whatever. The bad thing is people will bitch about that, but an anti-gun person will go spend $10 to make an anti-gun poster.
Right. But
Yeah.
see, and here's the beauty about that. Steve, don't yell at me, but you're gonna. I know you're gonna. Where's the beauty in what you just said? The beauty in what you just said is that you and I can love guns and want this and want that and want this, right? And they can hate guns, go out and spend their money, make a poster, stand on a street corner for passerbys to read it. You can't do that in every country.
Right.
that's true.
So, again, the fact, and I'm not sticking up for people that don't like guns and those that want to take them away. I'm just saying the freedoms we have here, no matter how much it irritates the absolute shit right out of me, I won't change it.
Right.
I'll take my freedom any day of the week. I just will. And I won't give them up.
In this country, FBI stats, TR Prepper broke them all down and found the breakdown on them on gun deaths in America.
Yep.
If you are an average citizen who don't belong to gangs, don't hang out in, you know, bad areas and all that, just average Joe Blow, your chances of getting killed with a firearm in America are 0.00008.
Wow.
You have a better chance of getting hit by lightning.
Or dying in a car crash.
Oh, big time. How about a swimming pool?
Just
Want to ban
falling
something that
and
kills more people? Ban swimming pools.
It's only about 5,000 or 6,000. I know because I've been looking at the stats on everything for the last 3 days. So swimming pools is about 5,000 or 6,000 deaths per year.
What's heroin this year? About 50?
Oh yeah, that's big.
Yeah.
Huge.
Actually,
That's already illegal.
You know what the biggest one is? Flu.
Imagine that.
yeah, you can't if you
That was
can't
it.
breathe.
Go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
No, I'm saying he said flu. You can't breathe. You're screwed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. I was at the doctor today, and my new PCP, whatever the fuck you want to call her, PA. She's a physician's assistant. Anywho, she says, "Flu shot?" I go, "No, thank you." And she goes, "Well, you're a grown man. I don't need to tell you the how did she word it?"
You mean, how'd she scare you?
No, she didn't scare me. She's down to earth. That's why I go to this doctor's office, because they're down to earth, you know. I told her, I said, listen, I go, I'm not taking the flu shot, hon. I go, and it has nothing to do with the crap on TV and all that. Okay, I said, it has to do with this. I took the flu shot 3 years in a row. Okay. And guess what?
Wow.
I got sick 3 years in a row. So, look, maybe it's me. Maybe it's my body doesn't like the whatever. Who knows? I just don't need it. She says, well, you should try. Nope. Politically incorrect said those who would trade liberty for security deserve neither liberty nor security. Benjamin Franklin.
It's It's got to start and end in the home. That's all it is.
Yes, sir.
It's got to there's you can put up all the fences and fucking laws and shit everywhere. It's got to change in the household. It's got to start there. You can't control what they do when they leave the house, but god damn it, you can put some good shit in their brain while they're there.
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
That's it. That's it. That's all there is to it.
And work on the heart.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
that's where it's got to start, and that's where it's got to end. Is right there before they walk out that door.
Right, because
That's
you know
where
here's
it's
the
got to
thing.
be.
It
That's
starts
where
in
it's
the
got to be.
home. If it starts in the home, right, it's gonna reverberate into the children itself. That when they put themselves around other children, they're gonna care about each other. They're gonna actually look at their friend and say, you know, something's bugging you, and they're gonna be actually mature about it and say, hey, you know, my mom and dad have told me that every time we have troubles, you know what I mean? Hey, why's your bottom lip on the ground? You know, come on over here. Let's have
Yeah,
a chat. You know,
they gotta be able to make those decisions when you're not around them. That are correct, or at least as far as correct as they can get to.
right, and it doesn't cost anything. Right?
Nope.
Everybody can do that, and it doesn't cost anything. If people would actually just reach out to each other instead of the division all the time. But people would say to me, well, Luke, that's not going to happen, right? You're asking for a mountain of things. And I'll say, yeah, but the same thing can be said for firearms. You're asking for a mountain of things that's almost impossible, right? And
Yeah.
And,
It's a hell of a
you
lot
know,
simpler than spending millions of dollars on other shit. It's a hell of a lot simpler than a lot of things people talk about. That's very simple.
Well,
you know,
you either buy $1 million Band-Aid or you use a free preventative.
I mean, where do the kids get this idea where I'm 17 years old and if I go to jail for a year, it's I'm looked upon on my peer group as it's a good thing.
Yeah,
I'm a step up. I'm a king on the street now. I've been to jail for a year. How's that a fucking good thing?
right?
But they think it
Exactly.
is. It's all over. It's all over them social media. I see it all the time.
That and your prison
Just
tax.
got out of jail. Just got out of jail. Look at this. Yeah, I see it all the time.
it's like
They
a
think it's
badge
they
of
think
honor.
yeah they think it's fun.
Yeah, it's a badge of honor to be in jail or have to have been in jail or you know, it used to be a badge of honor to you when you were talking about it from the home and I was thinking back and for the longest time, shit, for years now, um, I've said, growing up, I used to have, Sunday dinners. I never watched half the football games. Mom would allow us to listen to them while the dinner was going on. And then, of course, it was clean
Yeah,
up
my
after the
grandma.
dinner. So, yeah. So it's like, those days don't happen anymore. This is before the blue, quote unquote blue law. They let the stores open on Sundays. Um, so you had time to be at home with your families. Um, that shit's over. Um, I saw a post on Facebook about, I don't know, 6, 7 months ago. Something about I belong to the Wooden Spoon Club of America. And, back in the day when you got the wooden spoon across your ass and you didn't get the cops called and you weren't, your kid wasn't taken away from you and all that.
Yeah,
And say what you want. Okay. But, you take a kid like, I'll put myself out there for a minute. I wasn't the world's smartest individual, still not. So, my father gave me this talk. I don't know, I was probably 12 or 11 or something like that. And he said, Mikey, there's two types of ways to learn something. The easy way, the hard way. For some reason, you always pick the hard way. And the hard way was either I got his mitt upside the top of my head or I got my mother's wooden spoon across my ass. But you know what? Yeah, did I get in a little bit of trouble here and there as a young adult? Yeah. But I didn't rob anybody. I didn't like. I don't know. It's just different, and I don't ever allow a day like and you guys know I worked at 2 jobs, and and all that. And but I'm texting my wife throughout the day, and I'm asking how the kids are, and then my girls have phones, and my son obviously has his phone, and and I text them when they get home from school, and hey guys, how was your day? Da da da. And I can tell by a text if they're in a bad mood or whatever, But Chad, you hit the nail on the head. You just got to get more involved,
right?
Break out a board game every now and again with them.
Yeah.
Board game, card game, something.
We do cards. I do War. Remember the game War? You guys ever play War?
Yeah. Awesome.
I do that one, and the wife took him out to the movies. He didn't sit here in the house. Took him out. Took him to the movie. It's just I don't know. That's why when I go out.
I know.
By the way,
I know.
I will be doing videos again, but that's why when I go out, I try to take camera girl as much as I can. I try to take my other, camera girl number one as much as I can. Chad will tell you when a couple of years back, he had a giveaway going on YouTube, and I asked him if I could do two because I had two daughters. So I had my two daughters because he wanted your favorite line in a movie. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I PM'd him and I said, can I do two? Because I want to do something kind of cool. He says, yeah, Mikey, go ahead. So I had one daughter say one line in the movie, the other daughter say the other line in the movie, in a different movie. But my point is that could I have just done that in my own? Of course I could have. But I try, it's just, I don't know. It's just, I don't want to be harsh enough to say, if you don't do it this way, you don't care. I'm not going to say that, but
no,
it's
but
just
check
have
this
to.
out. I'll say this: if your child does kick in my front door, I'm gonna kill him.
Right.
So, right now, I do have the freedom to carry this. And if the son of a bitch comes and fucks with me, I'm gonna try to kill him. So, decide. There you go. Decide.
Exactly.
Hey, you either teach him right or don't. I don't. Whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
Some parents need to smarten up.
Yep.
And there's a lot of guys like me, man.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
but that's but what you're saying though, right? Here's the thing: people don't get that there's guys like us that will do that.
No, I know, and they might take this from me tomorrow, but I got it tonight. So
right,
they
all think it's like they all think we're gonna go break into this house and toss this guy's house and take this and take that, and nothing's gonna happen. And if we get caught, oh well, But they don't have this in their head that what if somebody home and they have a gun?
Yeah, we'll see. That's kind of the thing right there. Here down south, guys like me and Chad. All right, now we're both far enough out in the bushes. That door may not be locked at night, but I promise you, if that door's closed, especially if it's locked, that ain't for my protection. That's the only fucking warning you get that you're gonna die if you come through that sumbitch unannounced or unwelcome.
And a lot of folks look at it like that as aggression. I'm not aggressive at all, man. I can get along with anybody.
This motherfucking place is mine. I paid for it. I had sweat dripping off my nutsack 7 days a week for a long time to pay for this bitch.
I didn't need that.
It's mine. If you come through that door, it's because I say you can.
And if
to tell me I'm coming in, motherfucker. No.
Yeah.
This is mine.
And I would expect it. Like if I went down to Stump's house and started beating on that sumbitch and breaking windows and kicking in the door, I'm expecting a bullet, man.
Yeah.
Exactly.
At least one.
At least one. A good one.
The no fear. And I'm gonna dummy it way the fuck down, but it's still on the line. It's still not on the line.
I know. Drugs
on the thing on a respect, on an issue of respect, right? What kills me?
And drugs, cloud judgment, and all that. I get it,
Right, but here's the thing: you walk in a restaurant today, you walk in a school today, you walk into anywhere like that, right? The first thing I do when I walk in a restaurant, or back in the day when I walked into a bar, I took my hat off my head. Or if I walked into somebody else's home, I still do.
Mhm.
I would never. I have a hat on my head now. Yeah, first of all, I'm in my basement and it's my house.
Mhm.
If I went to anybody's house on this panel, anybody's house in the comment section, I would probably have a hat on to hide my bald head. But as soon as I made that threshold of your home, my hat would be off my head. It's
My
little
grandma would
things
jerk
like
it off your head.
Hell yeah.
But it's little things like that that even the kids today don't do. I can't get, and I'm not getting into the stand-up, sit-down bullshit of national anthem. I couldn't stand when people wouldn't take their hats off for the fucking national anthem. You know, I used to scream at them, and my nephew, who's like, let me see, he's like 18, 19 years younger than me, so now he's like 30-something years old, but back then he was in his early 20s, mid-20s, whatever. And he would say to me, Mike, what are you doing? Just don't, you're going to get us in trouble. No, I'm not going to get us in trouble. I says, first of all, it's disrespectful. You know, he's, yeah, but you're not the hat police. I says, yes, I am. It's disrespectful.
Yeah, just gotta do it.
They don't even have that respect.
Well, you gotta do it person by person, you know.
You know, and it's just, it sucks. It sucks. Welcome back, Guns Girl.
Yep,
I'm glad you were able to get out of work.
Gotta adapt.
Not work.
You know.
Ching.
First thing Mike does after they serve Mountain Dew. Amen, brother.
Yeah, but read the one right up under that. That's the one that just
hang on,
really,
let me
really
see.
got me to laughing like hell on the
Amen,
inside.
Guns Girl?
No. Below that one. No, below. Where it says Speed NASCARs, 86 nice firearms, and 1 Glock.
1 Glock. And I ain't giving up a damn one. You won't have to give up a damn one. The Glock will break down on you. No, I'm just kidding. No, don't give up any of them. Damn fucking Skippy straight, P-NAS guys. Give up nothing. I only get 3. Come get them. You know what I mean? I ain't giving them up.
Yeah.
Talk about something else. I'm gonna go get a beer.
You go get a beer. You go get a beer, and Mega Woodswalker fucking did another hot tenting video. You bastard! Damn! Damn!
Way to go, Guns Girl. I like that. Steve,
what does she do?
Shut up, according to her. Told Steve to shut it. She told Steve to shut up.
Guns Girl's gonna earn her place. Earn her. What do you call it? It's real fast if she keeps telling Steve to shut up like that. That's gonna be awesome. We'll have to give her a prize. We'll have to mail her a knife or a gun or something.
Right on.
I think she'd be more happy with an Amazon gift certificate.
We might be able to do that too.
Yeah.
Ronnie Brown, to hell with the banquet and TV dinners. Right on.
Well, I ain't had one in a long time.
Ronnie Brown, by the way, thank you, sir, and you're very welcome. And I think you know what I'm talking about.
Couple enchiladas.
No, I didn't have no fucking TV dinner tonight. I guarantee you that.
Right?
No, you went and had a fucking Dino Flintstone burger.
You're damn right. 22 fucking ounce porterhouse steak, a salad that would feed a family of 12 fucking rabbits, and a goddamn baked potato the size of a newborn kid. Goddamn right, I had a good supper.
And you ate all of it.
What made it all better? I had done that with my old lady at my side, actually right across the table from me.
There you go.
Yeah, but I feel bad for her because that conversation all went kind of something like this. I'm just kidding.
No, we actually carried on a conversation largely about y'all, our
Me.
friends here on YouTube, and some
Because
of the
that's all
shit
about
that's
me,
going
right?
on. Hell, she had a steak and a fucking lobster. I mean, hell, it was just. It's something we don't do very often. We don't really take the time to go out, just us, and have a fucking nice meal and just chill out.
I'm surprised you're not sleeping.
I mean,
That's what I was thinking.
That's cause, but nobody else got my pun to it. I'm sorry,
Dude,
guys.
when
Moving
I finished
on
off
up.
that fucking steak, I looked right across the table at her and said, "Damn, I could eat another one of them." She laughed. Dude,
See,
that was the best fucking steak I've had in a long time.
I can't eat. I mean, I can eat my I can eat the what do you call it? Prime rib. The prime rib is about the size of a friggin' lunchbox, or I mean a bread box.
Yeah.
I can do that, but my favorite thing to eat, and I can eat a ton of it, actually is two things: is lobster and steamers.
Yeah.
I'm like the bottomless pit when it comes to lobster and steamers.
Yeah, but to me, lobster's got to be. It's got to be done right, whether it's regardless of how you cook it. But I really like it off the grill. But most anywhere you go when you order a fucking lobster of any kind, they cook it so much for about 6 days too fucking long.
Well, they don't know what they're doing. First of all, I like mine steamed. I've only had grilled lobster once. I've had them boiled, steamed. I mean, I just prefer them steamed. That's just me. But I can eat them all day, every day.
Yeah, which I mean, your neck of the woods, you probably got a whole lot more time chewing on a lobster invested than I do. I mean, it's a rare thing for me to do such because, let's face it,
they get them a lot fresher too.
Here.
We get them fresher, but they're expensive. They're not cheap.
Take out the egg.
It's not even cheap if you say to yourself, you live on the water or whatever, you buy a boat or whatever, and you have a boat, and you say to yourself, I'm gonna go get myself some lobsters. You still got to buy the traps, right? You have to buy they call it it's a lobsterman's license, but it's not commercial. It's recreational. It's a recreational lobster, but you have to follow every law that the commercial lobstermen have to follow.
Yeah.
And you want to talk about what do you call it? Dotting your I's and crossing your T's. You don't want to fuck up on your lobster trap. You don't want to do that. Yeah. You do not. But they are nice. HRM says lobster's going to you into a gay frog.
Hell?
I am lucky to find crabs in vacant sandy bikinis.
Wow.
No, we got plenty of lobster here in between Massachusetts, New Hampshire, and Maine. I don't have to go very far to get what I want.
Yeah, not a lot of great seafood down here.
There he is.
You can go down there. You go down near Charleston and get some good shit.
Stevie, how's the seafood in Michigan?
Old.
So rest assured, you and Shalisa, you can't take her out for a lobster because it's like $82 a pound.
Yeah, and they bounce it to you from the kitchen.
Right. That's too bad. I wouldn't know what to do if I couldn't have lobster when I wanted it.
Great on freshwater fish, but crabs, shrimp, all that stuff is old.
Oh yeah.
I'm from the West Coast. I know what fresh food is, and not here in Michigan. No.
You get them states that people don't even know what an ocean looks like.
Right.
Who's that?
Then you get them states that the ocean winds up in your state.
Yeah.
So
Well, I lived too many years in New Orleans to eat shrimp up here. It just
Yeah.
See, that's where I want to go is down there. I want to go get me some. I just want to go down to New Orleans and eat. That's all I wanted to do. That's all I want to do is eat. You know, you can have Bourbon Street, you can have Mardi Gras and all that crap. I just want to eat. That's all I want to do.
I could take you on a week-long eating tour down there and never eat in the same place twice.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
But one thing about it, when you get over there, if you want the absolute best food you're gonna find, and Steve's probably gonna agree with me on this one. Can't guarantee he will, but he probably will. When you look in the back, it needs to be an old, wrinkled up black lady, or either some motherfucker in overalls, barefoot, no t-shirt, and don't speak a fucking word of English. It's that damn show enough backwoods fucking bayou Cajun bullshit. That's where the fucking food's at. God damn.
And it's usually like $3 a plate.
Fuck yeah, and a plate to feed a damn family of 12.
Right?
Sorry, guys. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's the only catfish place right down the road that I go to. A black lady runs the joint, and they clean up the floor with wet sawdust.
Yeah.
You know, she doesn't mop it. She comes in there and starts throwing this wet sawdust and then sweeps it up.
That's unreal.
You know, and like you say, it's like $6. All you can eat fried catfish. Shit.
See, I'd be there. I'd be there in a heartbeat.
Hang on, somebody just come up the driveway.
Hello.
Somebody about got time to get shot right about now.
Yep.
Yeah, see, that's where you guys make out that I don't have the catfish up here that you guys have down there. And that Stevie you probably saw down in Louisiana.
Yeah.
I get the little horn pout that are like, 2 pounds maybe. Yeah, your state records are 4 pounds or whatever, but you know what I'm talking about. The average size is, But I'll tell you what, those are great eating. But you got friggin' 20, 30 pound friggin' bigger, obviously, than that too. But you know,
we get great big catfish, like especially down around Santee, and you start fishing the low side of the hydroelectric dams and shit like that. But the truth is, your best flavor or best taste is gonna be off them little 2, 3, 4 pound fuckers.
Yep. Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, what? I'm gonna kill you. Uh-oh, Mikey's in trouble. I didn't savor a slice of pizza, so.
Oh.
Yeah. You done messed up.
Shit happens. So I ate 2 slices of pizza and then my sub that she bought me. So, guys, I have a little announcement to make about the Quagmire. The Quagmire, if I can do this tomorrow or maybe Sunday. Don't worry, the Quagmire ain't going nowhere. The Quagmire, are you kidding me? Gary Grind would have a fucking conniption fit.
Right.
The Quagmire might, if I could figure out how to do it, the Quagmire is going to have its own channel.
Oh, hell.
I might have to make a text or a phone call. But, and then I'm going to see if I can put all the chats over on the Quagmire channel. However, Stevie, I need your computer literate expertise here. Catch 10 pounders out of your uncle's place. Thanks, Guns Girl. Guns Girl.
Hey, did anybody else notice that?
What?
Mike, you said, Stevie, I need your computer literacy.
Yeah.
He laughed, and Shell looked at him like, "Fuck, what have I got to do now?"
All right, then I'll take Shalice's computer genius. Here's what I want to do. I want to somehow put for that background, you know, what do you call it? The wallpaper on the channel?
Yep.
Something like that.
Whatever it's called, right? I want to put the Quagmire, but I want it red letters with black outlining around the letters.
I'm not much into Photoshop and all that. I have all this new software that I can do that with, but
Do I need software to do that, or can I just?
no, you can go on any kind of website that does text and stuff like that, and even Photoshop probably. I don't know, some of those that you can write text and then copy and paste it.
Okay.
And then you can do a playlist and go back and take all your Quagmire videos and make a playlist.
I can do that?
Yeah.
And bring them over there? Bring them over to the... Okay.
I could even round them all up for you, and then you could just watch my playlist and transfer them over.
Oh, that'd be cool. I got to... so that might probably happen Sunday. Because my day is pretty full tomorrow, so we're gonna try that and see what happens. And I'm pretty jealous because Guns Girls catching 10-pounders. I'm really not happy about that. But my brother Chad there caught a very tasty fish last winter. For all you folks that haven't seen it, go either on my channel or Working Class Woodsman's channel and look up. Oh, what's the title of it? Oh, just put ice fishing with YouTube friends or something like that in his search bar. It'll come out, and check out that cusk that one fat man was.
Scary looking fish.
Scary
on the
looking.
set line.
Yeah, on the line. Yeah, and those are very good tasting fish. What's up?
Yes, Waters said you can do that lettering stuff in paint on Windows.
I have that on my Windows 10 too, I believe. Yep. Thank you, Jay Watt. And by the way, if I haven't said welcome back to you, welcome back. You were sorely missed. Just what was I talking? Was I talking about him last week or the week before?
I think so.
Only in a good way, Jay Watt.
Hate when that happens.
Only in a good way. I wouldn't. I'm not even going to pretend to understand what the hell was going on in that conversation. I wanted to address somebody. I could have sworn somebody put in here, but I can't see it now. I don't know why. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to search for somebody's question here in the chat room. All right, never mind. I can't find it. So, anywho. But anyways, yeah. So that's about it is. And yeah, I got to start that. I have to go watch Big Dog's. Apparently, he's on Facebook too, so I can hook up with him on that. And I got to find my template that Mr. Tolley, who, by the way, I spoke with. Chat. Excuse me. I shouldn't say spoke with. Right. I texted with a couple of days back because I haven't heard from him. So I try to keep in touch with people I haven't heard from, you know, and he's as busy as the day is long. So, but the cool part about that is I saved his videos as a favorite, so I can go back and do it. And so I don't know if I'm going to do a full video on it, but I'll figure something else on it. I'll figure out something to do with it. You know, I'm not going to do no tutorial. That's for damn skippy sure. But anywho, yeah. But Chad caught a great tasting fish called the cusk.
Now, is that real mild like cod?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Very mild,
beautiful
like a crappie or a flounder or a cod. You know what I mean?
Yep.
They look like a snakehead from down south. If anybody's familiar with those.
And that was a good one. That was a good size one you caught too.
Yeah, it's about 2.5 pounds.
Yeah. Yep.
Now, are they a fighter or just kind of try to hold your line down?
Well, that line that he uses is like twine. So I mean, just pulling him. You just pull him in.
Right.
And also,
ain't much to it.
Also, Stevie, it's more of a trap. It's for those particular fish. You set a line of them out there, all right? So I think you're allowed 6.
Yeah.
Right. So Stevie, it's almost like ice fishing with a tip up, but it's really not.
But he can't take it. He can't take any line. It's set.
Right.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So you're only using the flat part of your tip up. So that sits on the ice, okay, nice and flush right over the hole. And like Chad said, you can't, the line, there's no line extension. He's going to grab it, he's going to eat it, and that's going to be where he's going to stay. You got to check your line every 24 hours.
Gotcha. So it's like a tight trout line, kind of, sort of.
Yeah, but in there's so many different rules. The leader has to be 6 inches away and from the hook.
You got to use a 1 ounce. You got to use a 1 ounce weight.
Yeah,
it's some weird. They got all kinds of rules, man.
Huh.
So it's not really a, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And when we mean set like a line, go ahead.
Yeah,
go
but
ahead,
they're way better on like conservation than we are down here.
Right.
But we got a lot more deer and a lot more, I guess, fish population than they do. But I don't know. They got a lot of odd rules, but they taking care of their environment way better than we are.
Well, the thing is, when you get more people in a concentrated area, you have to have stiffer rules, and otherwise you'll fish out a lake in 2 summers.
Yeah, and that lake went to Basaki, man. There's people all over that place, even negative 14 degrees. There's people everywhere.
Right.
But Stevie, even up in the rural sections in New Hampshire, I mean rural, 500 people in the town.
Yeah, but that town's different though. People come from all over the world to go to that town.
I mean, it's Wolfboro, New Hampshire, is like a vacation spot. The stars have. Ed probably told you all the stars have their properties. Like where we were last year, you look off the point and what's his name?
We were fishing right in front of like Bill Murray's house or some shit.
Yes. Yep. So yeah, it's a popular place to go. And
you mean Bill Murray?
The Bill Murray. Yeah.
I thought he got killed in that zombie movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there in that bay, there's like Shaquille O'Neal's got a house there. Bill Murray's got a house there. Who else was it? Shit. I can't remember. There was a fella there that was doing all the cooking. He knew everybody's house, and it was a who's who of who's who. You know,
Lake. Yeah.
Cool. I know Steven Tyler's up
Sunapee.
Somewhere up there.
That's the next lake up, I think.
I think it's Sunapee. Jay Watt's asking me, have you ever eaten pokeweed? I have not. I've never even heard of it. Explain what it is to me.
Poke salad, pokeweed.
Never had it.
Oh,
I never had kale either.
The berries?
Yeah.
It's a plant.
It's starting to grow all over at work.
I never had it, bro.
It goes
But it's
crazy.
also poisonous.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
Never had it.
Yeah, that place is just. I knew it was different when I stopped at the store, and they wanted like $4.50 for the Mountain Dew, and I was like, well, shit.
Oh, and them boots you bought weren't fucking cheap either.
No, they were on sale, and they were expensive as hell, you know.
Yep. And well, see, that's the thing, though, right? So, what's the old business
Beautiful
motto?
town, beautiful.
I forget. But anyway, supply and demand, right?
Yeah.
And because all those stars are there, and let me start off by saying this. Let me start off by saying this. You saved a ton of money if you're one of us, and both of you worked 20 years, 30 years to have a place on that lake. I'm not saying we couldn't do it. Okay? You do it with a struggle. The people, 95% of the people on that fucking lake, the one with the lake we were on, okay, aren't struggling with the shit.
No, I know.
Right? They're not. It wouldn't be a struggle. It wouldn't be anything. So therefore, the restaurants around that area, the merchants around that area, boost their wage. Right? They boost their cost because they know it's going to get. Chad and I walking to get him a pair of boots, and yeah, it's a good boot. He didn't buy a cheap fucking pair of boots that's going to not last him. However, they know this, and they know what weekend it is, and they know the people up there ice fishing to begin with.
It jumped over.
And, so, and yeah, it was on sale, but still, you can buy the same boot at fucking, Dick's Sporting Goods for fucking probably $50 less.
They're about 60 or 70 less down here.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So.
Same shoe, yeah.
You pay for the ambiance.
Yeah, and I like it because all the little mom and pop shops are open there. That's what I like. Every little mom and pop's ice cream and homemade this and making little gadgets and shit, that they're all still open. With down here, they're not open anymore. Hardly none of them.
Right.
Yeah.
We're losing ours too, big time.
Yeah.
The thing I miss the most up here is like, out of the mom and pop shops, though, it's like the upholsters, or the shoe repair guy, or the leather jacket you tore or something. He can go fix it. Stuff like that. Those guys are all gone. But the small groceries, general stores are still there. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I miss those people that
And Ed, and the working class woodsman is a superstar in that town.
Let me tell you something. You're not going to be with that man at any point in that town, at any point in that day, without somebody talking to him. Ed, how you doing?
They accost him and ask him about every little. What would you do? Or what's this? Or what do we gotta? Or what's the law? What's this? They ask him every fucking thing.
It's amazing. It's funny. I told him you should be the mayor.
Yeah.
I ain't time for that bullshit. You know him. He said probably. What did he say? How did he say it? Something about he wouldn't make a good one. I'd be too busy making maple syrup. Or I'd be too busy,
Mm-hmm.
That's him though. He does his thing in it.
They don't make them like that anymore. I'm telling you that right now.
No. He is one of a kind. Did I guys ever tell you the story about when I first met him? Not on here, but like when I first met to go shooting that day. So we met in Alton Bay, which is part of Lake Winnipesaukee. Also, it's the southern tip of Lake Winnipesaukee in New Hampshire. And just so you know, my place is 9 miles south of where we met for breakfast. So I get there and I knew the restaurant very well where we were going, and I get there, and he was just getting out of his truck, and dumbass me, because you can tell he was looking around for me, and I got the W out of working class woodsman out of my mouth. I got the first W out, and I'm like, "Hey, you fucking Ed, I'm over here." And but him and I went to breakfast, and we sat there for we almost didn't go shooting because we were just sitting there shooting the shit. And we're in there, and shit, 5 people must have said, "Come on, Ed, how you doing, Ed? Gotta go, Ed." Da 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 da. And like Chad said, I'm like, wow, I says, "You're an important guy around here," but it was just the thing about him is like, isn't anybody here, he is what he is on here. Okay, so if you guys remember when he used to come on the Quagmire, and you see him in his videos. Especially in his videos, how do I explain it? I don't know. I'm fucking it up, but Jack can probably tell you better than me. It is what it is, without not even missing a beat. Not even missing a beat.
There's absolutely zero. There's zero bullshit and zero ego.
Yep.
Easy.
Oh yeah, it's
like I showed up to his house for the first time from 1,100 miles away at 11 o'clock at night, and they had done 8 and everything. This sumbitch cooking bear meat and new potatoes and broccoli and shit. What the hell, man? Cooking a whole meal, after they already ate.
Right.
I was like, and he's like, "I'll eat again. Hell, let's go." Like shit.
Yep. If you walk slow, do not bother trying to walk next to him. It ain't gonna happen.
No, just let him go.
Because I walk slow. Just let him go. You'll catch up to him.
I do too. Yeah, he said I'm gonna get away from you. I was like, go.
I'll catch up to you.
I'll be there. I'll be there in a few.
You guys saw the guy's video when I was pulling the sled when I went fishing with him and Derek, with him and Sarge Farrier. Of course, Sarge is in tip-top shape anyways, right? And here's Ed right behind him. And here I am going, oxygen. But, not for nothing, they did give me the friggin', 160-pound fucking sled, and they took like,
You need NH?
A little bit.
NH Trapper joins us, ladies and gentlemen.
What up, everybody?
Hello.
Fresh out of work. Making sure everybody
Friday,
can buy them guns.
It's Friday. How much of a paycheck did you bring home?
I brought a paycheck home.
Man, it'd be hard not to bring. Just give me that. Just give me that Vaquero. I'll get paid next week. Give me that. Give me that revolver. Give me that chrome bitch right over there.
It'd be bad.
Mr. Chad, I move lines. I'm not in GP 100 anymore. I'm now making.
But you still work. You still work.
Yeah, don't try to make it sound like you still can't get something. Knock it off.
Yeah, I'm making Red Hawks and Super Red Hawks now. I'm making the hand cannons.
Yeah, he already told me what he can get, the prices he can get them for, so I already know.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Mikey D's got a price on an American rimfire.
Now, let me ask you a question on that, right? A couple of people that suggested to me, of course, I've already got it set in my mind, but I actually going to take a poll with you, but I'm going to ask NH first, and then the rest of you can please give me your suggestions on the panel and in the comment section. So, you guys already know about the HMR, all right? So we've talked about this before, and that's what NH is talking about. Now, here's what I was told, NH.
Okay.
I was told to go the semi, not bold. What say you? Because I know what I want, but what say you?
Okay, first of all, we don't make a semi 17 HMR, for one.
There you go. That's easy.
Only the bolt action. Now, if you do happen to find something 17 HMR that you can run a semi-auto. Pros and cons. Okay. Pros, you can put a lot of rounds downrange with a semi-auto. You're not going to be as accurate as a bolt action, though.
Agreed.
That was
your accuracy is going to be in your bolt action. Your fun factor is going to be in your semi-autos.
See,
when you're talking rimfire.
Right.
And even your range is going to be noticeably different.
Well, that was going to be my question afterwards, but Stump already brought it up. So can I just skip ahead and ask a question before I get to everybody else?
Sure.
Because that was my second thing on why I didn't want a semi. Okay. By the way, my thing is I want the bolt. That's going to happen. It's going to be a bolt. But what would I lose, by the way, for
Oh Lord.
That all depends on the gun. You know, you got to look at your headspace and your barrel gaps and what size barrel length you're shooting and what ammo you're shooting.
A couple of guys at work told me that
all that has to
I'd
play
be losing a lot. So that's why I'm asking.
In rimfire, there's really not a whole lot to gain and lose in reality. So you may be missing 50 to 100 feet per second, which over a distance will drop your round significantly. But when you're talking inside of 100 yards, you're talking, a tenth of an inch.
Okay.
Yeah, but when you stretch out to 300, like he was just saying,
it'll be a foot.
At least, yeah.
Right. So, Stevie, what would you do?
I'm a bolt gun guy on a 17 HMR.
All right.
A semi-auto would be fun as hell, but expensive.
My southern brother, what would you... I think he's talking to the missus.
Never had one. 22 long rifle.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
22 LRs. That would be your 1022. Your
right.
Get your fun gun.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
I prefer the Marlins, but those are good guns though.
Yeah.
You guys out in the chat want to come play? You want to play with us here? If you want to give me any suggestions.
I mean, I don't know what the hell you're shooting. You're shooting at 300 yards.
Yeah,
just put in semi or bolt action, Mikey.
Hey, we just can't. Did you not see the new rimfire we came out with here last month?
I did not. I haven't gone on your site in like a month.
Stump knows because I see the hand in the face. So our precision rifle chassis, right? Precision rifle, 6.5, 6mm Creedmoor, and 308. They decided to release one in a 22 long rifle, and they took it out west before it was released when it was in its testing, and they were plinking prairie dogs at 200 yards with a 22 LR.
Wow.
Yeah. Again, he said out west.
Yes, out west.
Yeah, south. Like around here, or even up there where you're at, where you ain't shooting no 300 yards.
Unless you're on the farm. Unless you're on the farm, you ain't shooting 300 yards, bro. No way.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No, but that's one of those. It's a one holer at 100 yards.
Right.
Yeah.
Boy,
right.
It'd be some fun sitting in the top of a silo overlooking the field.
Yeah, right. Exactly. I seem to have lost the chat.
And I think the precision rimfire. Here, let me pull it up real quick. Ruger.com.
You see, you look up most deer that's shot, they're 50 yards.
I'll light another one.
Shit.
Even deer.
Yards. Yeah, around here, deer, 50 yards is kind of a long shot. Most people catch them 30, 40 most.
Well, that's different when you're shooting at your kitchen window.
Not even.
Front porch. At least walk outside, okay?
Shut up! Don't even get me going.
MSRP on that precision rimfire is $530, which means you'll be able to buy it in stores for $475 to $500.
That's not bad.
But that's not my price either.
Yeah.
Oh, sounds like he's begging for phone calls.
No. So I actually have to wait a couple months after for new product release. I can't just, if something drops, you guys can't message me and be like, hey, I want this right now. Well,
Yeah.
sorry.
Guys,
Just one of those.
let me interrupt just 1 sec. I'm wicked sorry. Flint and Steel Survival, how to hell have you been? Great to see you.
We don't need that kind of trash in here.
Great to see you. I'm sorry, NH, go ahead. I just had to say hi to him. I haven't seen him in like forever.
Oh no. I'm pretty much done. Yeah, I gotta wait a minimum of 3 months for any new product. So anything that dropped for SHOT Show, I can't even get my hands on.
Oh, damn. That kind of sucks.
Yep. So any of y'all want that new pistol caliber carbine stump, you got to go to the gun store. And I'm pretty sure you already did, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some paperwork in the process at the moment.
Yeah.
Stump's
like the guy in the Bass Pro commercial. It's all right. I know a guy.
Yeah. Well, I'll put it this way. How many of the rest of y'all have, without actually walking into a place that sells guns, has ended up buying 4 firearms in the last 3 weeks? I wasn't there for any of them. My wife just went by there and called me and said, hey, your buddy's up here and wants to know if you want this. Yeah, fuck it. If you like it, get it. And then the next thing I know, I'm dealing with phone calls and I have to get a license and shit. And apparently once you buy so many inside of a year, they make you get certain paperwork.
You get flagged by the ATF.
Yeah.
Not if you buy them at the flea market.
That's true. I'm just glad they don't know about that.
Yeah, it's not unusual for me to buy 5 a week sometimes.
Yeah.
But I buy what resells real quick. I buy your 22s and your Ruger 1022s and your single shot 12 gauges and little pumps and stuff like that, and I just flip them real quick.
That's my pistol caliber carbine, except it's a pistol.
Yeah.
And not a carbine, because I'm not SBR in a 4-inch barrel.
Right.
So.
Wow, you're getting itchy for itches.
Glad you said that. That reminds me, I needed to ask you something, Chad, but it's not for here. I'll send you a message.
Flint said he picked up a 9mm shield the other day for $2.25 with a holster and 4 mags.
Did you buy it brand new or did you buy it used? Because if you bought it brand new, you got a great deal. But then again, Smith & Wesson is definitely having deals on like everything they have right now.
Yeah, they dropped like $100 on damn near everything they got.
Really?
But for $225 new, I'm having a really
he bought
hard
it
time
used.
believing that. Okay, I was gonna say I'm having a hard time believing that.
So the politics behind all this stuff is, it depends on, are you a cash buyer or are you a credit buyer? This is for the gun companies. You know, this is where Remington got in trouble, where they're getting ready to file for bankruptcy because they are on a credit system and they are very many millions in debt, like $750 million in debt. They're at $750 million in debt right now, and they're filing bankruptcy to clear up $500 million of it.
Wow.
Well, somebody will buy that name though. It'll stay around.
Oh, somebody probably will.
Yeah.
Or if they're not buying the entire Remington name, they may take something underneath them, like Montana or H&R or who else do they have? Ooh, Marlin.
Maybe
they might buy
Allspec.
You know, they may buy something like that to clear up some debt. Now, with all this happening, it is not shutting down their production. They're still going to pay their workers because they're unionized and all that good stuff. Now, you take a company like Ruger, and we pay everything upfront in cash. We buy everything. We don't take out loans for anything. That's the difference between us and a Smith & Wesson and a Springfield and a Colt and a Remington. Is we pay for everything up front, where they take out a loan from the bank, and then they gotta hopefully make sales, which is why Smith & Wesson is doing this. They're pulling deals left, right, and center because they can't move products. So shit, let's drop it $100, and they may make a little bit of profit, but basically they're just making enough so they can pay their debt off.
Yeah, that's how I live, man. Since 2005, I pay everything up front, cash money, boom, 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 and shit. There ain't nothing like it in the world. I'm telling you, it feels just free.
Yep.
So
and it hurts.
That's how Remington got hurt. They spread themselves really thin by buying all these other companies, and now the market's been hurting since Trump came in office and since the Republicans took over the House and the Senate. There's no gun control issues at all. Nobody's panicking. Nobody's going out and buying guns at an alarming rate like they did during the Obama administration. Right. So, we went up for a while, and then it kind of plateaued for a second, and then Trump hit office, and bam, the bottom's dropping out everywhere.
Yeah, even ammo.
And not as much ammo. Ammo's still doing pretty good, but it's the firearms themselves, the firearms industries themselves. The little guys are filing for bankruptcy and going away. The SHOT Show this year was there was nothing big, no big splashes made at the SHOT Show this year. It was just pretty somber, besides, Ruger, we dropped 50 new models. Bam, SHOT Show, bam, 50 new models. Company wide. Then you had places like a no name that I'd never heard of dropped an 11.5 inch carbine, rifle carbine, and they got away with it through the gray area in the law, where it's not a smooth bore and doesn't have rifling. So technically they just made a weapon, and they got the 26.5 inch overall length and made it as small as they possibly could. And the rifling, quote unquote, that's in it is just straight walled. It doesn't have a twist.
Wow, that's bizarre.
I don't know how accurate it is.
That's what I would say.
But they got away with it because they went along that the gray area in the law.
Right. It'd be like throwing a knuckleball, probably.
Yeah, more likely, more or less.
They designed it for a 25-foot encounter weapon. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How did that Florida company get away with making those little Serbu shotguns? You know what I'm talking about? Them little bitty shits.
Yeah, them little 3-shot fuckers.
Yeah, so they're called Serbu or something like that. And they make one. They take a shotgun and then cut it down. Either Remington, they got Remington, Mossberg, and something else.
They make like a shockwave, right?
Sort of, kind of, but I mean,
the shockwave's huge compared to this thing.
Oh, really?
Yes. It's called. They make them out of Florida.
12 inches.
It's like, yeah, it's a pump, and it's got a pistol grip, and the damn thing ain't no bigger than a Ruger Blackhawk with a 6-inch barrel.
Yeah.
Like what?
Hickok's got a few videos on them, and so does GY6 or whatever the fuck he is, that Andrew dude that's half retarded.
Oh,
but the thing that, I'm joking around, but I mean seriously, the damn thing's a foot long overall length.
I think it's called a Serbu or something like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
SERBU.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm looking at it right now.
I know where one's at right down the street for sale. I might pick it up, but I don't know if it's legal.
What's that?
Yeah, they're legal.
What's legal?
That's what they say, but I don't know how.
You know my next one is after I get the HMI. You know my next one is.
Nope.
That 22, the old Henry there.
Oh, nice.
You want the golden boy?
Yeah. I have to have one of those. I really do.
They look good, boy.
Don't they, though?
They're heavy. They're heavy, though,
Are
in the
they?
hand. I've held them. Yeah, I've held one in the gun shop. But, you know, heavy's good.
The only problem is that I can't. Oh, man. I could never justify that money, and she would just absolutely kick my ass.
Right.
That brass is heavy, boy.
Yeah, she'd probably hit me with it. I'd be like, hey, I think I'm gonna move to North Carolina now. I'll say, hey Ed, can I rent your place out while you're up here? And then when you come here, I'll come back up to your place.
Yeah.
Oh, she'd kill me.
I hadn't watched none of the. I don't watch none of that SHOT Show stuff because everything's new AR, and everything. It all looks the same to me.
Right. SKS Hugo. Hello. I'm sorry, buddy. Go ahead.
No, I'm not interested in that stuff. I like old school cool and wood stocks, and I don't know.
Yep.
Mini 14s.
I could have had 13 or 14 of them, but I don't like them for some reason. What?
So the Serbu, it falls under an AOW, any other weapon. It does require a tax stamp, but it's a $5 tax stamp, not a $200 tax stamp.
So
how do I? So if the dude down the road's got one for sale, I got to go through a FFL and get a stamp.
Yeah, you have to complete the a Form 4, basically. Go through the background check, get it fingerprints, go to get your chief of police to sign off on it, send it to the ATF with a check for $5, and wait 6 months.
He lives in North Carolina. They don't wait all that bullshit.
Fuck all that.
They have good gun laws down there.
No, it's an AOW, any other weapon, which means you have to.
It's a federal. Okay.
It's a federal tax stamp. You cannot own a
tax stamp
without.
Okay.
It's considered a smoothbore handgun, and thus an AOW instead of a short-barreled shotgun.
I just think it's cool. I don't know. I know they're like $1,000 or a little over, and he don't want like $500 for his.
Yeah, but you have to go through a Class 3 dealer and fill out all the paperwork and get your passport pictures taken and all that stuff.
Fuck all that mess.
Yeah,
wow, sounds like Canada.
Right?
Oh, you wouldn't be able to own that gun in Canada, unfortunately.
No, I know, but I mean, I'm just talking about a 22.
They're cool as shit looking. Look, I mean, you can hide that sumbitch in your damn pants, boy.
Yep.
And let me guess. So in Florida, they make this weapon in Florida?
Yep.
Anybody see the
irony in that?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Hey, you can put on some board shorts, go to the beach, and have a 2-round shotgun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's basically a double barrel shotgun because it only takes 2 rounds, but it's pumped.
Yep.
Not bad gear. Great to have you in here. Sorry, guys. Say hello to Gig Ride 19.
Hello, Gear.
Yeah, there's no irony there at all.
No.
There's a lot of gun manufacturers popping up in Florida. A bunch of them.
Really?
Oh, really? It's funny though.
Florida's cheap.
One thing mentioned about them, though, eh? That's funny, isn't it? I'm not trying to bring it up either for them to mention it. But
Florida's cheap. They don't have state taxes like up here in New Hampshire, but the cost of living is cheaper down there, which means your wages are cheaper down there.
Right.
A job up here where you got to pay someone $15, $16 an hour, you can pay someone down south $10 an hour.
Yep.
Easy. Yep.
And they can live on that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's why years ago I worked for Watkins Motor Lines, and I was going to transfer because I was with somebody else, not my wife. and I was going to transfer down to Tampa. And the beauty of that would have been, I would have taken my pay from up here and went down there.
Ooh.
You'd have been a rich man down there.
I'd have been living on the high and the hog, as they say. And back then this is the late 90s. And we could have sold my girlfriend's house for, I don't know, $290 at that time, which now it's probably worth about friggin' $350, $340 in that market. And went down there, and we actually did. I spent 10 days in Tampa, and we could have bought a house. Well, I don't even call it a house, an estate for that down there where we were looking at, anyways. Now, I haven't been in a while. I don't think it's changed.
Imagine the guns you'd own right now if you were down there. Now, mind you, I know. You know what? You got kids and a beautiful family now, and you'd never change a thing for the world. So we're just having fun, but nevertheless.
No, but the thing is, the beauty of it now is, right? I get to teach my kids how to shoot guns too. So
yeah,
although, I pissed a few people off. I used to have a backdrop in Facebook of my two daughters sitting at the table out, sitting out back with a pellet gun, and I took a picture of them and put it as a backdrop, and a few people didn't think it was cool, and finally, I said to myself, I can answer this a couple of ways, or I can just be a jerk, and I chose to be a jerk, and I did it for a reason. I said, I'm glad that you feel this way. However, your opinion, especially of this matter, doesn't mean a friggin' thing to me. I said, my daughters are learning something, and they're having fun doing it, and that's about it. So it's like little Bobby going to play football. He's doing it to have fun and learn something. It's, well, so aren't they, except they're shooting a gun.
Yep.
So,
here's your one up. Ready, Mikey?
Thanks, Kia. Go ahead. What's up?
I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with a Canadian in the room.
Luke, meet NH. NH, this is Luke.
No, Penguin Killer.
Penguin Killer.
Penguin, not even the right poll.
Penguin.
Penguins in Canada.
Just call him the Red Penguin.
Don't wreck a good thing. I got everybody fooled.
Oh, okay. So, at least you can own a rifle and take it out of your house and bring it wherever you want at any time.
Yes.
Well, no, this is Mike in Massachusetts, so one of those most strict
Can he? Oh, I didn't know he could.
Oh yeah, no, it's one of the most strict states. And
I can put my shotgun
on your back and walk down the street.
On my back, walk down the street, and there ain't a fucking thing they can do about it.
Now, up in Canada, if they want to leave the house with it, they got to get permission to take it out of the safe. They got to tell them where they're going.
Handguns, yes. Sort of.
Oh, okay, handguns.
Sort of.
Handguns.
Well, it's not permission per se. You're making it sound worse than it is. Come on, it's.
But I mean, you gotta call the cops and say, "Hey, I'm gonna go to the shooting range today, and I'm taking this route that's gonna take me this long."
Well, it's an expectation. They used to literally give it a map. They don't give it a map anymore. There's an expectation that you should be on a direct, is how it is, right? A direct route to the gun range or to a service shop. And then if you want to carry it to a different gun place, then yes, you got to go and file for a temporary transport.
Now, what happens if you're going hunting? What happens if you go out hunting though and say, "Hey, I'm bringing my sidearm with me because I'm going out bow hunting for moose, and I don't want to run across a bear and not have anything"? Can't hear you.
Can't hear you, Luke. Your mic's
above the 57th parallel, then yes. but no, and that's only a very, very small unknown law that you can actually carry a handgun pretty much anywhere up above the 57th. But no, you can't even entertain the idea of carrying a
No,
handgun.
does anybody see the irony in what we're talking about right now?
I know they're doing something. I know they're doing something right. I don't know what it is, but
in the Boston Tea Party, does anybody see the irony? Just saying. He's got to ask the Queen to do this, the Queen to do it. Fuck that. That's why I said it to you guys earlier. I'll take all our problems. I'll take the people that hate guns and they have the right to have their friggin' pictures and all that and their posters. I got to take a certain route to go to a gun range. No way.
Well,
they're doing something right. They don't have many 16-year-old assassins. I'll tell you that.
That they don't have.
They don't have.
No, but they do have a prime minister that says we'll accept terrorists into our country.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah.
That's the big part. We accept everybody. See, equally.
Oh,
and
the friendly Canadians.
And to top it all up, you don't even have a good professional hockey team.
What? What do you mean?
Not a professional. Not professional.
All suck, every one of them.
Whoa, time out. Anybody hear the Olympic news? They fucking lost to Germany. Excuse my language.
Oh, well.
The men's Canadian team, gold medal. They're projected to win the gold medal. Went down 4-0 to Germany and lost 4-3.
Ice was soft.
Oh, yeah.
Hang on a minute. I gotta pull up something. I gotta pull up some porn real quick if we're gonna start measuring dicks.
Sweet.
I'll see you tomorrow night.
Oh, hell yeah.
All right.
We'll see y'all later.
Lisa, try to keep him in line, will you?
Cheers.
Peace.
Damn it.
Yeah, no, that's a big shocker. The Canadians lost in Olympic hockey today.
Come on, being a Bruins fan, you really think I'm going to say the Montreal Canadiens are good? Come on.
Oh, please. Come on, we're both Bruins fans.
There's enough people that'll tell you. You just have the wrong people in the room. That's all.
Canadian fan or something?
Come on, and it's not my fault that Americans aren't born with skates when they come out. You know, at birth, the little kids in Canada are born with skates attached to their feet.
I want to see
You've seen that documentary, eh?
I want to see the controversy. I don't care about who won and who got bronze. I want to see the controversy. Who's juicing? I say juice them all. Let's have us a real show.
Well, no, actually, they're all banning the final race of the biathlon. The world final is in Siberia in a couple weeks after the Olympics, and the Canadians, the Americans, and a couple other countries have said, no, we're not going because Russia hasn't done anything against their doping, for their Olympic doping things, and we don't think it's fair, so we're not going.
The Russian curler pissed hot, or Canadian curler, somebody.
Oh, really?
Yes, a curler pissed hot.
Curling?
Curling.
Really? Curling.
That's what I heard on the radio.
That's like the most laid-back sport you could ever play. Why would you need steroids?
That's like taking a snowboarder's medal away for smoking pot.
Right.
Because it's performance enhancing, right?
Yeah, it's performance enhancing.
But any of y'all ever watched the UFC, like when it started, like right around 2000, 2002? That was the shit, man.
Yeah, it was.
When there was hardly any regulations. That was like, I wish we could get back to something like that.
Well, one of the only regulations was you could wear shoes, but if you wore shoes, you couldn't kick.
Yeah.
That was like one of the only things.
Those fights were some of the best. Oh, I still watch that old stuff.
But wasn't it National Beaver Day today in Canada?
National Beaver Day?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think I read something about that. National Beaver Day. The four-legged animal. I saw Chad's head move.
That's a sad thing that I'm not so
it's
sure.
It's Beaver Day every day here, boy. Matter of fact, I heard they opened up a new little cat house right up the road. Might have to go check it out.
Apparently it's April 7th. Never mind.
What, Groundhog
Beaver
Day or
Day.
Beaver Day? Oh, Beaver Day.
Beaver Day. Groundhog Day is February 2nd.
Oh, yeah, that's right, too. I don't know about a Beaver Day. I've never even heard of it, and I'm Canadian.
I don't know. I read something about it.
No, you know what? Hey, thank you. Thank you very much to you Americans down there for recognizing that, well, first, that there is something above the freaking northern border. And secondly, that it's not always snowing. And third, that maybe there may or may not be penguins. And fourth, that we actually have a Beaver Day.
Well, it's your national animal, for Christ's sakes.
You know what I've learned from being on these chats? I'm slowly educating every American. That is fabulous.
And you couldn't even pick one sport. You had to pick 2 sports as national sports.
Yeah. Well, we invented basketball too, right? So.
Negative. That was in Ohio.
You can keep it.
Ice hockey and lacrosse.
Yeah. Where you must live right to the northern border, eh? You know quite a bit about Canada.
I'm born and raised in Maine. I live in New Hampshire.
Oh, that's it. You were basically born in Canada. Okay.
Basically. I mean, the people in the U.S., even in New Hampshire, growing up. Oh, you're from Maine? Is that part of Canada? Yep.
Bite your fucking tongue.
We're a suburb of New Brunswick.
Pretty freaking much.
Oh my God.
It's really. The only thing that made you guys American was that somebody couldn't draw a line on a map real well.
Wow. No, the only thing that made us American was, we didn't like tea.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
We'd rather have coffee.
That was a dig at the Queen or something, wasn't it?
No, fuck the Queen.
I don't know, dude.
Come on, spit it out. Say it.
I think it's probably wrong. Just
I'll have it all over that country. As soon as you say it, I'm going to plaster it everywhere. You'll be on the TV. Man on YouTube says, fuck the Queen.
I can see the meme now with the bald eagle in behind our queen. Never mind. It's not
right.
Good.
Nobody cares anymore, but
we don't really there's a fascination with Canadian people with the Queen, but the Queen doesn't really have much tie to Canada anymore. It's arbitrary for the most part.
Yeah, nobody cares about that shit anymore.
No. I just like
not even when they're not even the richest family in the country anymore. J.K. Rowling makes more money than the royal family.
That's why I always tease Stump. I always say to Stump, I said, you know what your problem is? And speaking of him, where the hell did he go? He left too without me seeing it?
I guess so.
I always tease Stump and I say, you know what your problem is? He's like, what? And I'll tell him, I said, you're just pissed off the North won the war. And he, oh, shut up, you. But anyway.
I'm pissed off at the way they taught it, the way they taught all that shit to us.
Yeah, that wasn't kind of cool.
Hey, the victors write the books, don't they?
Uh-huh.
Unfortunately,
they write the stories. Yeah, but I'm just mad about all kind of shit how they taught us in school.
Yeah, they never taught us how to do our taxes or anything like that. Stuff that may come in handy when we're adults.
Well, just about history. I mean, they just sugarcoated the whole fucking program, man.
Oh yeah. What see, we learn about like the Armenian genocide and all that stuff, and in Turkey it never existed. Georgie's in here. What's up, GI?
GI Customs. But anyone else, you two messing up tonight? No, Guns Girl. And where have you been? Guns Girl, you and I are going to have to sit down and have a talk, young lady.
Uh-oh.
she's in trouble.
I use
What does she mean
YouTube.
by messing up?
I don't know. I was just going to ask the same thing.
I just use it for educational purposes now. And if I got a little bit of spare time, I'll pop up my feed and just click on a video. I won't even scroll through my videos and stuff anymore. I'm almost done with that shit.
I had my first video taken down a couple weeks ago.
What were you shooting?
Yeah, no, it was my coyote howling video that I have.
Really?
Someone left a nice comment on how much of an asshole I am for hurting an innocent animal and all that stuff, and YouTube took my video down, and I wrote them back to fight it, saying there's no blood. You can't tell the animal's not hurt. Like, there are people who have videos out there clubbing animals to death and shooting animals, and there's people shooting people, you know, and none of that gets banned, but my video of an animal in a trap that's not hurt gets banned, and I'm not even monetized.
Yeah, but dear sir, from YouTube, dear sir, unfortunately, someone flagged the video, and we have to take the flag seriously. And so now a person is actually looking at it instead of an AI, and we've determined that it does cross the line. Mostly because I'm a left liberalist, and mostly because I like animals.
Yeah.
Signed YouTube.
Yeah, right. But you know, I still have the original video, the original cut of everything. So if I wanted to, I'd just put it back up.
Yeah, all it takes is.
But I don't get monetized.
Takes 3 different. It doesn't. Yeah, but they can still throw ads on it.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
And you probably don't get enough hits per day, per hour for them to put an ad on it. So might as well take it off.
Yeah.
But the ones where people are shooting people and beating people, they get millions of views. That shit ain't coming down.
No, God no.
It's unreal, isn't it?
Yep.
No, it's capitalism.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's just pure good business, sir.
Right. Oh, I almost forgot. I almost forgot to shout out Uncle Cal. Uncle Cal, how are you? Damn. Sorry, brother. That would have been the first time I didn't set him out. Yeah, he's not in the. He's not in the thing. He's gonna watch this tomorrow.
Oh.
He's not in the chat room. He's gonna watch it tomorrow. He always does, you know, and he's been doing, and he comments every Saturday. He comments about the chat. So
he used to trip me out with his videos. You know, the defense from a wheelchair videos and stuff.
Yeah. Yep. You see him. You should see now. He's got the Doge stick. The Dogie.
He'll fuck you up, boy. I bet he fuck somebody up, boy.
Tell me what it's called. Dogie stick, Dobie stick, some shit like that.
No, I don't know.
Speaking of coyotes, did you guys see your American team was up playing hockey in our Toronto Maple Leafs there, and the lady was singing the national anthem. Her microphone started going out, and the crowd didn't even miss a beat. All the Canadians started finishing your national anthem and did a very good job with it.
Yeah, that was a couple years ago.
You know what I love about, and look, not because you're sitting, I've said this 10,000 times. If I couldn't sing our national anthem anymore, I'd sing yours. And the other thing is that here's what I dislike about what we do at sporting events versus what you guys do, right? Dojang, thank you, Gear Gryden. You guys, all right, so whoever sings the national anthem for you guys, right? You know, like it's Canadians game or even the playoff games, what have you, right? The crowd sings it with them. We don't. I thought that
was NBA. Girl tried to get me to watch. I didn't watch the video, but I heard it. I thought she said something about it. I thought she said it was the NBA.
Oh no, you're talking.
No, they do it in hockey.
Hockey.
Canadians always sing their national anthem with whoever the person is singing it. We don't. It's like a disrespectful thing if we sing it with them. You know what I mean?
No, Chad is talking about the NBA All-Star game where Fergie butchered the national anthem. It was terrible. Really? It was terrible.
Who?
Fergie.
Oh, the Black Eyed Peas girl?
Yeah, the chick from... She butchered the national anthem.
Oh, did she
so
really?
Much so where they were panning to the players who were holding back laughing.
Well, maybe I ought to check it out.
Oh, it's god. It's an embarrassment.
I heard it. It kind of sounded like Marilyn Monroe or something.
Oh, it was terrible.
It sounded like she was stopping and really,
But that was pretty nice of you guys to finish up on national. I think that's respectful.
That was a couple of years ago, wasn't it? That was a pretty big viral thing a couple of years ago.
Oh, maybe it was. I don't know. My wife just sent me the video, and I thought it was recent. Oh, that could have been.
Oh, remember that?
I think it's cool. Either way, I think it's cool.
I'm trying to stay off of that shit. I'm trying to stay off as much as possible and do other stuff.
Yeah, it's a good choice. It makes sense where you've been because I haven't seen you forever. So man, I don't blame you though.
I got to a point where I said all I knew what to say.
I know.
It only took 4 years.
I know, right?
Yeah. If they didn't get the point in 4 years, I can't. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So are we doing this thing next year, guys? Chad, Stump.
Yeah.
And all that.
No,
stuff.
you'll find a way to weasel out of it.
I drove to Pennsylvania, motherfucker. Don't say
Not
actually
you.
do it.
Not you, Chad. I would never talk like that to you. I'm talking about this idiot.
I drove all.
The only guy that could go with me. The only guy that could go with me, and he says, "I have a date." Fuck the date.
Hey.
Jerk off in your hand.
I had to go see someone about burying some stuff, you know.
Yeah.
There you go. I drove all the way to the frozen roads and had to turn back around. And then when I was getting ready to come back, Ed said, "Man, there's a blizzard from hell up here. You better just stay home."
Yeah, there was too. We
got what, a foot of snow or something like that. Well, he did at least.
Yeah,
well, he got
and then the next day he had to go to work, so it would have been shitty anyway.
Yeah, I had a 4-day weekend that weekend too.
Yeah, must have been nice.
I was off for a week. I took a week off and said, "Fuck everything."
I had a concert I went to on Thursday night. A buddy of mine was playing, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I was going to be up there fishing with you guys.
All right, leave Mikey D hanging, Brian. I see who you are.
I heard everybody canceled, and
Nope, not true. I didn't.
I didn't either, but I mean, I spent $900 on that.
You're the only one that had a good excuse. Wait till I see Ed. I'm gonna.
Good. No, he's the only one that had a good excuse. What are you talking about? No. I had a great excuse.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Don't tell me you gave up a good time to fishing with guys for tang, because it ain't worth it.
I blew about what, $3.75 in gas.
And unless you're Seth's girlfriend, then it's worth it, right?
Unless it's what?
Yeah, they're not together, but yeah.
I'll explain that later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but if you don't
Georgie's asking you a question there, Mike.
Georgie, hey Mikey, guess what? Oh, it can consume you if you let it. I think he's referring to Chad when Chad was talking about the YouTube. Mikey, guess what? I don't know.
I'll show the trapper what Seth brought to the lake. Hang on.
Okay.
What Seth are we talking about?
Seth, Ed's friend.
The northeast.
Yes,
woodsman.
northeast woodsman. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Gotcha. You're ready.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Chad.
Did you see who he brought fishing that weekend?
Yes, I did. I did see that. He's actually Instagram friends with my ex Grenade. Yeah.
Really?
That was a mistake that this kid made. I've handled explosives that were more stable than this chick. Holy hell.
Yeah, but the crazy ones they're the best.
No, this was psycho and not worth it.
It's worth it.
I'll have to tell you offline why it wasn't worth it, but
that 1 hour is worth it.
No, I didn't even get an hour, man. I didn't even get an hour.
Oh, that's awesome, GI. That's cool.
Oh, finally, he's making knives.
Yeah, he's starting mine. Stevie, for you, I don't even know if you know about this. You know the knife that that Stump's always showing, and I'm always saying, yeah, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Yes.
Okay. Well, Stevie wanted one. So he said he got a hold of GI.
Yes.
And then Guns Girl says, "Oh, please, an hour." You're right,
an
sweetie.
hour.
I want about a day with her. Anyway, but I'm 50, so you ain't getting a day. So Stevie ordered 2 from GI Customs, and Stevie, out of the graciousness of his heart, decided that Mikey D should have one. So GI Customs is making that knife. One for Stevie, one for me.
Here's the thing: I get introduced to GI through this group.
Yep.
And I get a GI custom knife before you.
Yes, you did.
And I love it. I've skun.
You did.
I don't know, 15 or 20 beaver with that thing. It's the best knife It's the best skinning knife I have for beaver.
Oh, really? Well, let me show you the best skinning knife I got. Hang on one second.
And,
give me 1 minute.
And actually, YouTube didn't consume me. Actually, I did it easier than most do it. I would film 3 or 4 videos in like one shot. I never edited anything. I never watched my shit. I just hit. After I recorded something, I just pushed upload and walked the hell away.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't consume me. I just ran out of shit to say.
Yeah,
right.
And it only took 4 years.
This is my favorite skinning knife right here.
That's a good one.
That looks like a buck knife.
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
That's a buck. What's the Chad? What is it? Do you remember? Because I'm looking on here. I don't see it. Well, I see the number, but I can't read it.
It's the Omni Hunter.
Omni Hunter.
The Omni.
Yep. Beauty of a knife.
I got the CRKT, the Mossback edition, bird and trout knife, and this is the one I brought up last year to the lake.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
And Big Ed actually went out and bought at least a bird and trout. I don't know if he bought the other one. This is the other one, and if you can tell, it's still got blood on it. No blood. From my bear.
I'm just teasing.
From my bear that I shot back in 2016. It's still got my bear blood on it. I won't wash it until I have to gut another animal.
Guess what I'm gonna get this year?
You're finally gonna shoot a deer?
My bear license.
Nice.
GI said you did it the smart way, Chad.
I might go. I don't know. It was always something I did with my dad and my grandpa and stuff, and when he passed, I just quit bear hunting.
For me, it was something my dad always wanted to do, and then it was the Christmas spring before he passed. My mom and and my brother were talking about sending him out on a guided hunt.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
It never ended up going through. It never ended up happening. So I've always wanted to hunt bear, and finally, 4 or 5 years ago, I finally had settled into where I'm calling home now, and then I started hunting bear. And it took me 3 seasons to finally kill one. Baiting is not as easy as people think.
No.
Guns Girl says she's putting in for her elk and bear this year. I can understand putting in for elk, but you have to put in for a bear. Where?
There are states where you have to get drawn for bear.
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Guns Girl, you're in Michigan,
sure
right?
Your state is, right?
No.
No. I'm talking to Chad. Your state.
No.
Oh, you're over the counter.
Well, the only thing we had to put in for is gator.
Okay.
You got to be drawn out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got how bad the hogs around you?
They're not bad.
You will.
They're
GI.
down where Stump lives. They're real bad, but not up. They hadn't really made it to the hills yet.
Oh, okay.
GI,
but downstate they're bad. They
I'm
can
sorry,
shoot
Chad.
them. No, they can shoot them downstate. Anytime, night, day, whatever.
Actually, what I need to do is drive down to your place, sit on your fucking porch, and plink that bobcat, so I can finally get my bobcat.
There's 2 of them that live back here.
Oh, nice.
I thought about taking that big male, but I just ain't. They don't come out much, man.
Yeah.
You really
Yeah,
have to stalk
Michigan.
that son of a bitch.
Yeah, Michigan is all by tags. I didn't know Michigan had elk though.
I didn't know Michigan
Well,
had
you
elk
gotta
either.
have bear tags, but you don't have to. It's not a lottery.
Right.
No,
We have to have a bear
Michigan's
tag.
a lottery.
I have to have a bear stamp too. Well, they used to be stamps. Now they're literally,
Tags.
yeah.
Yeah,
New
and you
Hampshire.
can only.
New Hampshire's $32.
Yeah, for a resident, it's
Yeah.
like fucking $68 for me.
Yeah, well, it's still worth it. The amount of meat you get off of them.
And
Why?
I think we can only take 2 bears a year: one gun hunt and one dog hunt.
What
So
am I
we
getting
only
out
get
of it?
one.
What? What do you mean you only get one? One what?
We get one bear here.
Yes.
Maine, you can get 2 bears. You can take one.
It's only in the spring and one spring
there's
hunt.
no spring hunt in Maine.
They don't have a spring hunt?
They do not have a spring hunt. You can take one just regular, like during deer season or whatever, or during bear season with no bait. You can hunt over bait, or you can hunt with dogs. So you can take one with any 3 of those ways, and you can also take one with a trapping license, and you can trap a bear. It's the only state left in the U.S. where you can trap a bear.
Wow.
Yeah, we can't do that.
And it's basically a foot snare. It's not and there's a certain way to do it, and you can't use like the Belial snares that you see like Najuan Critter Control do.
Right.
Pete Gitchigumi's cousin.
Yeah.
That like put the arm in the bucket type thing doesn't work. This looks like a coil spring trap that's got a snare hooked around it. When they step on the pan, it shoots the snare around their paw.
Yeah, we can only trap beaver and weasel and
fur bears.
possum and coon.
Right.
Normal fur bears for you guys.
Yeah.
But no, that's one of my bucket list things. I want to trap a bear in Maine before they do away with it.
I want to shoot a cougar.
I'm about to shoot a cougar in about 2 minutes. Because unfortunately, gentlemen and young lady, guns girl, in Indian River, they used to have a viewing field when I was a kid. We used to. Wow.
She's talking about the elk.
I know. That's what I just.
Oh, okay.
I wish Mike would make some urban exploring videos. Mike's going to start making videos again.
Yeah,
urban exploring in Lowell, Massachusetts.
Right.
So does this kid.
You can't get more urban than that, Lowell, Massachusetts. So listen, I got to get up in exactly 5.5 hours. So we're going to call it a night. This was super cool night tonight. NH was able to make it. Luke was able to make it back tonight.
Yep.
And my southern brother was able to make it with us tonight, and that was freaking cool and cool.
It's rare for me on Friday.
Yeah, Stumper and Stevie, thanks a million for coming in. Flint and Steel Survival was here tonight. Was good to see him after a long time. AZ Prepper, haven't seen him in a ton of years. Jack, haven't seen him in a while. It's great to see him. And everybody else out in that chat room. Super cool. It is peanuts, guys. Super cool. Way cool, however you want to put it. But it was super cool. So with that, we're going to say goodnight, and I'll see everybody next week. All right? Peace.
Cheers. Take care, everyone.
Be well.